right, here we go. The mighty return of Charleston White to Vlad TV.
Yeah. They thought this would never happen again.
Well,
I always knew it would, though.
Well, we got to talk about the elephant in the room before we talk about anything else.
Yeah.
And that's the whole Boosie thing. Now, first of all, I'm going to say that me and Boosie are still cool with each other, and this is not going to be a Boosie bash session.
Nah, I didn't come here to talk about Boosie.
Right.
You know, like I would tell people, in your defense, we was already nibbling at this long before this situation incident happened. So
right.
Yeah. So
right. Because as some of you know, you and I had already been doing interviews.
We had like 3, I think.
Did like 2 or 3 interviews.
Yeah. And they did numbers. They did great.
They did numbers, right? Then you and Boosie got into it.
Yeah.
And I think you talked about Boosie's son.
Yeah.
Boosie approached me and said, Vlad, as a favor, please don't do any more Charleston interviews. And here's the thing, when you do business with people, you give them grace.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
People ask you, you know, you have a successful business relationship, everyone making money, they ask you for a favor, you give them that favor.
And you guys got history.
We got a longer history than me and you.
I'm the new guy coming along.
You're the new guy.
I'm new at the school.
You're the new guy. So I gave him the grace. I said, cool, I got you. Now, people talk about loyalty and everything else like that. I probably gave up at least $100,000.
Easily.
To not do interviews with you.
And at that time, I was only taking $2,000 for a payment.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, so Boosie wasn't the only one. T.I did that. So a lot of people made calls to, because it was T.I and Boosie kids at the same time. So T.I called Big Facts Podcast. They Stop Association, 85 South Show. DJ Academics was the only one who was like, nah, I'm still rocking with it. But I took it personal. Over time, I understand. I'm the new guy. Nobody knows me.
Yeah.
And I'm coming from an angle that don't look like entertainment. You know what I'm saying? So I'm coming way out of left field with some shit.
Yes, you are.
So over time, I understood it. At that time, I took it personal.
Well, yeah, look, I decided to accept what Boosie asked me to do.
Yeah.
And I went hard with it. Me and you started going back and forth.
Yeah.
I think you said something, I think you said, I hope your newborn baby dies or something like that.
I didn't know you had kids or not. I don't even know if you have kids.
I have kids, but I didn't have a newborn baby at the time.
And I thought you had a white Jewish wife. I didn't know you even like black girls, so I was fucking with your white woman. Yeah.
I've always rocked with black women, man.
Yeah. So I'm bashing your white Jewish wife and your white kids. You know, wishing all kind of internet weird things. You know, things that I know is gonna stir up the pot intentionally.
Yeah. And look, from my point of view, I understand what you're doing. It's just words.
Yeah.
It's just words. Do I think you're gonna actually try to hurt anybody, me or anyone around me? No, not at all. Zero.
Yeah.
I have zero fear of you actually taking the next step. So I understand it's just words. Do I agree with those types of words? No, I don't do it. I don't talk about people's kids. I don't talk about celebrating death and all that.
My wife don't. I got friends that don't. But I'm saying when I step into this space, no matter how you feel, this is now a stage for me to perform on.
Yep.
No matter how you're looking at it, I have knowledge, I have information, and I have awareness due to a video. I keep referencing Social Dilemma.
Yeah, I mean, look, I know people are gonna look at this and say, oh, Vlad's not being loyal to Boosie. He's dealing with Boosie's ops as soon as, you know, things kind of don't work out with him.
It's been 4 years. It's been 4 years.
It's been 4 years.
You're talking about almost $500,000 you walked away from.
Probably. And I've been rocking with that and I've been losing money. And it got to the point where Boosie wanted to take all the money that was made for the interview. I was already paying him a majority. He was getting about 70% at $25,000. He wanted $35,000. So where's the loyalty in that?
And let me just say this. And I don't know nobody outside of me and Boosie that consistently makes anywhere from $10,000 to $50,000 in interviews. Nobody.
There's some other people.
Maybe, but
Tekashi.
Well, that's before he failed. But before he failed, you would have to pay more.
Yeah.
You would have to pay before he came down here with us.
No, but he's still getting big numbers, what I'm saying.
I'm still getting big numbers now. But he had to go to prison. Had you went to prison to shot, he wouldn't be doing interviews like this, but he'd be performing worldwide.
He'd be a mega star.
He'd be mega star had he not went to prison. So we wouldn't be getting a lot of Vlad TV interviews and him going back and forward with these rappers, right?
Yeah.
But because he fell from grace, he had to come back and revive his career. He came back and revived his career swimming upstream, right? So he went to prison again. This time when he came back, he's on an upward trajectory.
Yep.
His numbers is going crazy.
Yeah, new interviews going crazy.
It's going crazy. So when he asked for these numbers, the most I've ever been paid is $40,000 for a 2-day interview here in LA.
Yeah, and I said publicly, I kept this to myself, but me and him actually talked about it in our last interview. Our first interview was $50,000. Well, yeah, because after the Boosie situation, because Boosie heard about what you were making. Now, I never actually said what you're making, right?
Yeah.
I said you want to say it?
Can you tell the world?
You want to do it?
No, wait. I don't give a fuck, but can you tell the world? All right, just say it.
You want to say it?
Yeah.
50,000. But it made over 100.
It was worth it.
It was worth it. It was the biggest interview of 2025. Am I right?
You're right.
Was that Tekashi interview the biggest interview across all genres?
It was.
2025. Did like 20 million views.
So everything he touched during that era, I did a 20 versus 2 with him. Went crazy.
Right.
So everything he did astronomical numbers. So you can't deny what he brought to the table and what he's bringing now. Boosie kind of started to go on a decline.
A little bit.
And
numbers-wise.
Number-wise.
Yeah.
Because for a long time, it was just you and him playing ping pong.
Mm-hmm.
You became oversaturated.
A little bit.
At one point in time, my numbers started to not decline, but they just became stagnant because I became oversaturated on this one particular channel.
Talking about Say Cheese?
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Sean
That's
Cotton.
my guy.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and hold on, I just want to say this, just to be totally fair. The reason I heard about you was because of Sean Cotton. He's the one that gave you the springboard to people like me.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah, you're right.
So you got to give him his flowers.
I had no idea who Sean Cotton was when he was trying to book me. I knew who Vlad was. So I ignored him for a long time.
Okay.
Vlad TV was the guy.
All right.
When he showed up, then I found out who he was. It's two people that's very, very crucial in my development. That's you and Sean. Sean Cotton told me the first time he done ever do me that I would be a millionaire. I didn't believe him. Far-fetched when he said that. You told me at the height of my YouTube career when I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I had only been on YouTube for 6 months. I was grossing $20,000 a month. Right before I lost it, I just got my biggest check. You said, hey, man, you need to do this, you need to do this. They're going to take it. You can't attack this group, this people. And you gave me a list of motherfuckers.
I told you you're going to get shut down if you keep going.
Yeah,
and what happened right afterwards?
I turn up and I shut down.
And you got shut down.
I thought you were hating on me.
Oh, you thought I was hating on you?
I thought you were hating on me.
Okay.
So
I wasn't hating.
No, you wasn't.
Nah.
But I didn't know you wasn't hating until I lost it. You got to think, I wasn't doing pre-records. I was coming live for 2 hours every day, making money, not knowing what to do. I'm cussing in the first hour, the first minute. I'm doing everything wrong, and it was working. You said, you have to do this. I knew nothing about community guidelines. I knew nothing about YouTube Studio until you made that call. That's when I sat down and got in the chair and started learning because I had lost it. So I said, man, that white boy would hate. But I couldn't come say it publicly.
Well, listen, if you look at my history, I have always embraced all the new generations of people. From Charlemagne to academics to Adam 22 to Sean Cotton to you to everybody, man, to Trapalore Ross, everyone, man. I've always opened my door. I've always left my phone number. Call me if you have any questions, because I'm the OG in this, right? I've been doing it longer than anyone. I'm not saying I'm better or worse than anyone. I'm not saying that, but I started in 2008.
See, but this what got me at that time. See, at that time, China Mac was your Boosie.
Not really, no.
Well, he was your go-to.
He was a regular guest.
He was a regular.
He was not a Boosie, though.
I'm not saying number-wise,
China Mac.
but he had a more real occurrence on your platform at that time than anybody. I was seeing him more than anybody.
Yeah, and then he ended up messing with me, setting up for a prank on live.
Well, he threatened.
And honestly, I forgive him for that, man.
He threatened to harm me on your platform. That's what made me go in on him and do the Asian culture. Because he said, oh, man, that motherfucker, I do this. So I'm saying, man, you gonna let him get on your platform and threaten what he'll do to me? I don't even know him. So that's what made me target him.
Okay.
Prior to that, I had no knowledge. I was watching you. I said, goddamn, Vlad, go let it. And I had just done my first interview.
Yeah, the thing with me and China Mac is we were cool and he had been a regular. In fact, I did his first interview ever out of prison. Ever. I introduced him to this whole world. And he asked me to be on his live. And I said, all right, cool. I don't usually do lives, but I'll be on your live. And I'm like, should I bring security? No, it's going to be just us. We good. I said, all right, I'm not going to bring security. I showed up, and in the middle of the interview, these dudes walked in the room arguing, and one of them was talking about, I'm getting my gun. I'm about to go get my gun. So I had, I think, pepper spray in my pocket. So you see me on live, put my hands in my pocket, and I'm like trying to think if I'm going to have to pepper spray somebody or if I'm going to have to run up out of there or something. But it was a very tense moment. And then it was a joke. And I'm like, man, I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that, man, because you don't know how I would have reacted.
Yeah.
And, you know, as soon as it was happening, the shit was getting clipped up and it was all over. Like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, hey, man, I don't like that. Cut that out of the footage. It's being done live. And I could have reacted all types of ways. I could have pepper sprayed somebody. I could have tried to kill somebody just out of self-defense. Like, I didn't know what was happening. And it's like, oh, well, no, man, it's just a prank. And it's like, when you talk about guns, that's no longer a prank to me.
No.
I don't find that funny.
No.
All right? Because now I'm talking about killing people in self-defense now. If there's a gun in the vicinity and you guys are talking about doing something, now I'm thinking about self-preservation. I'm not talking about fun and games anymore.
I don't do pranks. I don't do pranks in joke video.
Yeah.
See, you gotta understand, I was new to the internet.
Mm-hmm.
And this was one of my problems with the black culture. Everybody was following VladTV's formula. And I didn't want to follow that formula. Vlad had a motherfucking formula that maximizes his monetary value for his interviews. You may not get the full interview for Vlad for maybe a month and a half. Mm-hmm. 8 minutes here, 12 minutes there. So by the first 5 or 6 days, Vlad may give you 5 clips. In the 4th clip, I may say something that you don't like anymore. So now you're turned off. Just off that one little video. So you're not gonna watch none of the rest of the 20-something clips Vlad is gonna give you and then give you the whole story at the end. You're turned off by what I said in the beginning, right? So I started seeing that hurts the storyteller. Helps Vlad, it hurts the storyteller because the power of your story and the testimony that you giving is people being to hear it entirety in full.
Complete story, yeah.
That's the power in the message. But if you clipping and snipping it, well, they're getting the clips, they're getting the titles. One thing I love about you, you don't clickbait.
Nah, never.
You never clickbait.
No, it's always accurate. The title is really what's happening there.
So one thing I relied and what I learned from you is from doing your method, I reversed it. I give you the full interview. And then I'll come back with the Vlad method and I will clip it by titling it, time stamping it. It's all you, it's kind of what you do.
But I tried it that way as well. The problem is that it's all about new, right? So when you put out the full interview and put out clips afterwards, people really realize that, oh, this isn't new anymore. It's already been put out in the full, and there's less excitement over the clips. So the clips end up not doing the numbers as if you put them out ahead of time. So listen, people do it how they do it.
Well, you created this for your audience.
Yeah.
It works perfect for your audience because you started out as a real, for us, a real entertainment, DJ, media, hip hop guy. So nobody can take that from you.
Yeah.
The rest of us even started out as a fan, wanting to be a podcaster, so we're just uploading shit, or our attention spans.
Yeah.
We need substance at work. We need substance as truck drivers. You have a fan base. I went and tapped into a whole nother audience, right? So what I started realizing, I started saying, well, Vlad's not even paying attention to the whole story. I told Vlad how I lost my eye. I didn't get stabbed in the eye in prison. I lost my eye playing with a homemade slingshot as a kid. That's my first interview, Vlad.
Yeah.
The second interview, I come out and say, hey, man, I'm just playing a character. It's not the real me. I saw this movie. I saw the movie Dolomite. I've never been to prison. I've never shot a gun at a black man. I joined a gang in the boys' home. I've never been to an adult prison in life, ever.
But you've never been to prison?
I've never been to prison.
So
I went to the boys' home at 14 years old.
Okay, so after that man got killed in the robbery?
I went to a boys' home.
For how long?
Until I was 21.
Oh, okay.
I got out at 21.
7 years.
My record was sealed. I have no felony conviction. That's why I flash all these different kind of guns. Because I'm a Second Amendment right. I promote gun rights, gun safety, and I never flash my guns outside of my home.
Let me ask you a question. So Aaron the plumber was supposed to do an interview on Vlad TV. He agreed to do it for free if we flew him out, which we did. We flew him out. He arrived at the airport, got mad for whatever reason, and said, yeah, I ain't doing this interview. Whoever got some money for me out here, I'm in New York right now. Fuck Vlad, fuck this interview.
I remember that. He was with me before he flew out.
He said afterwards, he sent one of my people a message, say, hey, I'm really sorry about what happened. Charleston White convinced me not to do the interview, which is why I canceled.
No, I didn't. I would not convince him not to do the interview. For one, even if Vlad don't pay you, it's like performing at the Super Bowl, which you're gonna get on the back end, right? Especially if it's your first, second interview. I set him up out there to go to New York when you had him to meet with Shannon Briggs. They was gonna get him with somebody who was gonna get him to train and box. They were gonna sponsor his boxing before he signed with Misfits.
Okay.
I don't know why he didn't do that interview with you, because he went out there to do it.
Yeah.
He went out there to do it. I was in Atlanta doing a show at the time, so he went out there to do it, so I don't know why he didn't do it. So when he left you, he flew to me, and I had a comedy show with Woody, and me and him were booked for something else. And when he got from the airport, he Ubered to a girl's house and got him a gun.
Okay.
I had an Atlanta police officer who works at the sheriff's department, just gotten off work, said, hey man, can you pick Aaron up from where location from? Take him to the hotel. So when the officer gets there, or Aaron puts the bag in the back, when they get to the hotel, the officer knows he got a gun on him. He got a shiesty mask. He's like, man, you finna go in there and check in a hotel like that? So, man, I cut ties with him that weekend. So he was having a problem with a guy by the name of Chaotic, which I knew nothing about this.
Huh.
So the guy seems paranoid, schizophrenic.
Yeah, I think Aaron is just
I think he was shot in the head before. Well, he's been shot in the head before.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I just think he's slow, man.
And I think he's paranoid, schizophrenic.
Yeah, he's not welcome on the platform. Like, you can't do that type of shit.
I took him to Aiden Ross 3 different times before the Misfits contract. Publicly announced it, put him and Aiden on the phone. He went and signed with Misfits. It went bad with Misfits.
Yeah, he ended up not boxing, I remember.
Yeah, so
he punked out.
So then I brought him back to Aiden. Aiden was like, nah. Eventually he ended up went behind my back, signed a deal with Aiden, backed out, and so I hadn't heard from him since.
Man, listen, I've had people not show up to interviews. This happens. But I've never, ever, ever, ever flown someone out, got them a hotel room, had them arrive in the city, and then not show up. That's never happened.
Because why would you go there and then niggas say, man, don't go do it. Vlad's never set nobody up. So there's nothing for me to say not to go do it.
Right.
But why would go to the city if you're not gonna do it?
Yeah, man, I don't get it.
But from what I saw, and I've had him in my home in Dallas, Miami, I've been with him, traveled with him. From what I saw, he's paranoid and afraid of being set up every time he goes somewhere.
Okay, but I was gonna set him up.
He thinks for whatever reason your relationship with Wack 100, he fears Wack. He fears the shit out of Wack, man. I don't know what he's scared, man. He fears Wack 100.
Funny. Yeah, man. I mean, speaking of Aiden Ross, I took Boosie's side when Aiden tried to book him, but then tried to get you on the same stream, and then Boosie canceled. Yeah. So then I started beefing with Aiden. And I remember even when we met up, remember the last time we saw each other at the Adam 22 fight that Aiden Ross was putting on, I remember being there and like Academic was like, yo, I'll go introduce you to Aiden. I'm like, no. He might kick me out right now because me and him been beefing over you.
You were pretty hard on him for that. Because he really was going to try to book Boosie and he was going to slide me in and try to squash the beef.
Yeah, but Boosie...
And you knew he was going to do that, and you knew Boosie wouldn't do that.
I didn't know he was going to do that.
Oh, okay. Well, you knew Boosie wouldn't do that.
I knew Boosie wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
I just know Boosie. He wouldn't do that. So I got into beef with Aiden over Boosie, and I took that on myself, but I'm like, yo, Boosie's my man. I'm going to ride for him. This is where the loyalty comes in. And ultimately, I had to fix my relationship with Aiden Ross later on because we ended up actually getting introduced and we hugged it out. We exchanged numbers.
He's really a good kid, man.
Man, you're a good kid, man. We talking about doing an interview at some point. Nah, man. So that just kind of goes to show. Now, you and Aiden have some sort of falling out?
Well, we didn't. So let me just be transparent, right? My first time publicly saying, I'm finna do a VladTV interview. You know how many people came to me of affluence and tried to discourage me from doing that?
Happens all the time.
Made me feel like, nigga, I'm selling my soul. I'm finna join the Illuminati. I'm selling out my people. Nigga, I had nigga really making me feel like that, homie. And one nigga in particular is a guy by the name of Smackwater out of Houston. Nigga talk loud, bitch nigga, you know, he's always angry all the time. Homie, he made me feel like I was going against our spiritual nature as black people from sitting down with Vlad. And I pondered on it. And I started looking at everybody that's been on your platform and the notable names and the historical figures and faces. Man, this is a place to be if you're a portrait of this millennial, this era. So I seen nothing wrong. And it can help, right? To this day, all the people that tried to shame me for doing this is still down where they are.
Right.
I've elevated to heights and places I could have never even dreamed.
Yeah.
So part of me falling out with you and with so much pride and ego is make my people proud. Culture vulture. I had favorable things to say about you, even when we fell out. I knew nothing bad to say but what the culture would say. If you go here, man, culture vulture, stealing our shit. And then I come back and say, oh man, nah, Vlad really gave me some game. So let me finish, right? We as black people squander off a lot of opportunities. We fuck up a lot of things that God got for us with that mindset of our people. Man, God connect us with whoever, a racist motherfucker. It don't matter who God bring you to when you get to. So God used a donkey, a burning bush. So I fucked off our relationship a whole, for the most part, with a lot of ease because I got this to fall back on, keeping it real. But guess what I realized? It's not a safety net. When I fall back on this keeping it real shit, I hit the ground. It's no safety net. So when you hit the ground, you looking at all these motherfuckers now, they saying what you was doing didn't work. So check the play, right? So now here come Aiden Ross. I done fucked it off with Vlad. I done fucked up with DJ Academics and the big show we had in New York with the Asians and Live Nation. Here come another opportunity God is bringing about with a kid I had no knowledge of. He's been in my inbox for damn near 6 months trying to book me. So when I look at him, he look like a goofy gay. This is a bot channel. 5 million, this is a bot. This can't be real. Because I never seen any words wrote. So when my son said, well, yeah, Dad, my son CJ said, no, Dad, that's Aiden Ross. You don't know who he is? So when I finally find out who he is, I accept his booking. But, homie, that Illuminati talk and secret society and you have to sacrifice, you have to be gay to get in. All of us as poor black people who have dreams to be celebrities, when we get to the door, we have this fear in our head that we're gonna have to get fucked in the ass, turn gay, we're gonna have to sacrifice our mother, kill our daughter. So we don't believe that our gifts and our talents got us here. We don't believe that our prayers have been answered, that there's a higher power that have chosen. So we don't believe that. We think it's a white man with a magical wand is gonna, so we think you have to sacrifice something, right? So here I am. I look and see how big this kid is, the magnitude. Why would he be calling me? And I've been saying they're fascinated by what they're seeing. I can't see the gift, right? Because I'm listening to my culture and my people saying, Illuminati, selling out. So, nigga, everybody don't have to go through the door Diddy went through, right?
Oh, he wanted to go through that door all by himself.
That's what people don't know. You have to want it.
He ran for that door.
That. So Aiden books me to Las Vegas. What is it, Red Rock? I done been to Vegas, but I haven't been where they go. What is it, Red Rock? What's the name of this town right outside? It's very affluent.
Okay.
Red Rock or something. But at this hotel, first time meet Aiden. He's at the poker table with Dana White, XQPC, and their winnings and earning is $200,000, $300,000, $500,000. I'm betting $100,000. Hey, what's up, Unc? Stand right here, man. I give you $20,000. I'm looking where we're at, right? This casino is outside of Vegas. Everything presented to me in my mind and my perception was ritualistic. They take me to Dick's Cafe, they playing gay all day, the gay jokes.
Is that gay? Would you think that's gay?
Okay, so I think the intention behind it is probably gay because they're at home and they're kissing and shit, right? So maybe he's being curious or he's gay, right? But if you do it on the fly and there's nothing there, what's the problem with it?
Okay, this white folk conversation. I'm gonna excuse myself. No, this white folk conversation. I don't even know how to. I ain't got no input on this kind of shit they talking about, man.
Yeah. Maybe I don't fuck that good.
Nah, you do fuck good, huh?
Man, you stop that shit, man. You don't know how good I fuck.
I know what I'm saying.
You don't know how good I fuck. I ain't gonna speak on it, ain't it? God damn it, man.
My bad, Unc.
Shit, man, you gonna make people think we fucking. They poking me. So my mind, man, this got to be it. This is the Illuminati ritual. He want me to stick my hand in there blindfolded. It's a snake in there. The snake go bite me. That's the devil. He got the other big streamer, XQPC. He got B-Lou. He got Zeke. And we sit at a table like a big feast of the Victorian age. And this motherfucker eating a medium rare steak that's dripping in blood. He got 2 white prostitutes from the Rhino, but they just streaming, having fun. I'm afraid this is Illuminati ritual.
Okay.
So, man, I go ape shit crazy. I cuss him out. I ain't joining the Illuminati, and we got 100,000 people watching live. And we're in Redmond. We're in one of the most expensive places in Vegas. I start saying the shit I said to you, fuck his sister, mom. Man, that's horrible shit. Cause I'm thinking, man, I don't want to be part of this shit. I don't want to be a part of it. So, nigga, all right, we still out here in Vegas. Charleston White has escaped the Illuminati. Fear, ignorance, misinformation, and self-esteem. I don't deserve I'm supposed to be here because I got here ugly, playing and acting ugly. But this kid here don't see me like Vlad see me now. This kid don't see me how China Mac them presented me to the Asian community. This kid don't see me how black people saying I'm a snitch, I'm a rat, I'm a COINTELPRO. This kid says, Unc. Hey, Unc. So when I cussed him out, homie, there was one part where he called me, we was in the hotel lobby. He with Dana White and them, and I walked by him, nigga. He said, hey, Unc, man, he had a sincere look in his eyes to say, I'm sorry. And my arrogance, man, bitch ass white boy, you got me fucked up. Nigga, I ain't the kind of, yeah. But I saw sincerity. And he called the police on me. Say, boy, motherfucking Las Vegas police came in numbers. And to this day, I'm banned from that casino. But man, I was using language to fight back, homie. Yeah, I ain't got no power but with my words. And I said some horrible things. So months went by. I think I lost a $5 million deal with Kick.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
So I had to go back, nigga. So when you go back, they laughing at you. But I thought y'all said he was Illuminati. When I lost Vlad, y'all laughed at me. Now I done lost this, now I'm stupid. But I thought I wasn't supposed to go. They laughed at me, now they kicking me in the ass. He fucked up, man, I knew he was done. He lost, he done fucked it up. And then this kid come back again. What's up, Unc? My pride now and shame, cause I done fucked up, but I wanna say, man, I'm sorry. Tav called me, man, I don't wanna do nothing with him. So he booked me to come to Miami and said, I'm gonna pay you for what I'm supposed to pay you in Vegas. Put me up at the Intercontinental. Showed up with $30,000 in cash. I think we did a 20 versus 1, did a few streams, paid me again. And then he booked me for the Predator stream with Vitality. And I spent like almost a week with him that week. And after that, I went back home and then I woke up one morning and I said, hey man, I'm writing a letter to your mom and your sister for the things I said in that video. I didn't mean it. It's not in my heart. I don't come from it. I don't want nobody to know I'm doing this. But just them, me, you, and God. And we've been best friends ever since.
Love it.
Yeah, so we've been best friends ever since. So that kid really got to see my heart. Yeah.
Well, that worked out, but it seems since our last interview, there's been a bunch of physical situations with you.
None.
No. I mean, you pepper sprayed Soldier Boy.
Oh, man, that's, man, imagine, I went to Rolling Loud. I didn't know what Rolling Loud was. So we had just done it. Yeah, we had just done our first interview. That was our second interview. Our last interview. We had just done our last interview. So I went to Rolling Loud. I didn't know that after Boosie, you could have made me believe that Boosie and T.I was paying me some attention. That shocked the shit out of me when T.I responded. Boosie ignored me. He mentioned me one time on Breakfast Club, but he ignored me. When T.I directly responded to me.
What was that over?
That's when Tootie and King went to jail for the first time together.
Uh-huh.
And then I think it was King or Tootie, one of them said if I come to Atlanta, they'll slap me or whoop me or something. And that's what made me say something.
Okay.
Their threats against me.
Got it.
I said something to the dads, but I included the sons. But I was actually talking to the fathers, making jokes of the sons. The sons came back and responded. I responded to the sons saying when they catch me in Atlanta, what they'll do to me. Of course, I talk to self-defense talk. Nigga, I pack guns. Atlanta's a gun state. And I put you in jail. T.I erased everything I had done digitally online in the hip-hop community. Can't find none of them interviews anymore. Funny Marco took down one of the best videos. You cannot find it nowhere.
Not my interviews.
No, not yours.
Yeah.
But he made the calls.
Yeah, T.I can't make that call with me.
Yeah, I know.
I would hang up.
Oh yeah. So, but some people did, and it's even to this day in Atlanta, I'm still somewhat blackballed because of those calls. And then Thug made some calls. Only people who hadn't blackballed me in Atlanta is Fulton County prosecutors and Atlanta Police Department, gang unit sheriffs, and the jailers. Yeah.
Okay, but the pepper spraying of Soldier Boy.
He approached me with like at least 10 guys. They stopped their Sprinter van in the middle of the street. I can't visually see the faces, and I had never seen him in person, so I thought he would be taller, but he was shorter. Every nigga got out the car, tied their shoes up. I'm sitting in the corner smoking. He walk up. I got my little, my little lady in front of me. He walk up in arm reach of her and said, nigga, we need to talk. But you got these other guys coming. To this day, he said I overreacted. I just started macing niggas.
You niggas so scared of me, y'all niggas gotta pull out pepper spray? What the fuck?
How many did you spray?
At least 5 to 6.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to come out the corner. He got the bulk of it. Because they're starting to come so I get them out the way and he's almost froze shut, and I get him some more. I'm talking about glob.
Right, because it wasn't like the spray, wasn't it like more
That's
of
the
like
jail.
the jail, right,
the real
exactly.
jail. I did a public demonstration on a pole right after, in Miami. I was starting to travel. I didn't travel with guns, so I went and got all non-lethal weapons that you can think of. Ninja stars, jail mace.
Wait, you brought
mace.
ninja stars.
I got ninja stars, I got tasers, I got police tasers, I got the cow prod taser, I got pig pokers, I got switchblades. I went and got all kind of shit, man. Because and I don't want to kill anybody. In self-defense or I don't want that on my conscience.
Oh, really?
I don't want to kill.
I thought I killed someone in self-defense. He ended up surviving. And I could tell you in that moment, I didn't care. I was totally fine with it. People have heard the story, but it was a home invasion.
Yeah.
And I thought I killed him.
That's different.
Yeah.
That's different.
I remember thinking, walking out of that room, thinking there was a dead body in the floor, the first thing I thought was good riddance.
That night.
That night.
But later you start to have, because you're human, right? So let me just say this. I know people who have,
I'm telling you.
people who have killed in self-defense. My agent is one of them, guy you met last night.
Okay.
He went through it, man. Yeah, that moment you feel. But
maybe you're right. I don't know. He ended up surviving, luckily. You know, we even talked about it. You know, me and him got on the phone at one point, you know, because he was facing all types of charges, and I told him I'm not going to testify.
My brother killed a guy he believed he was supposed to kill in self-defense.
What happened?
At some point, you have remorse.
Okay.
If nothing, so that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to take that journey. As a kid, I thought I wanted it. But even the man we killed as a 14-year-old kid, I still see his face when I close my eyes.
Wow.
It don't go away.
Was it a white guy, black guy?
White guy.
White guy?
And it was enjoyable watching him die at the time because I was brainwashed as a kid. I grew up in the 70s.
Wait, so you saw the life leave his body?
I was looked over him. Them niggas ran to the car. You gotta understand, I'm born in 77. My uncles knew them as niggas from the 40s, the 50s, and the 60s. Their whole conversation is about the man, getting the man. I was all on TV, getting the man. So we was literally taught before gangbanging came to the South in our suburban communities with our white friends, break in their house, go over there and do that. So nigga, we come up out the house looking to go do things in the white community of criminal elements, thinking we're getting back for our ancestors. So I'm leaving out. So it was an honor at the time when we stood over him and I watched him die. Because I've been watching all these movies as a kid, watching white people stand over a black man, watch him die. One black guy. So it was an honor. I wanted to see if white people looked like the black people who died on TV. Were they afraid?
Yeah, but this was just an innocent white guy that was trying to go about his day.
But we didn't know he was innocent. He wasn't trying to go about his day. He saw us stealing jackets and tried to stop us as if he was a police officer from stealing jackets.
Was that his store?
We was out of the store. We was out of the mall. We ran out the mall.
No, but was it his store that you guys stole
from? It wasn't his
from?
store. He was working on his car in the parking lot.
Oh, so he was making a citizen's arrest kind of?
He was making a citizen's arrest.
Yeah, well, yeah, I wouldn't
He
do
saw
that.
4 black kids. He was working on his car. He had just got married 3 days prior to that.
Damn.
So the headline read, "Hero dies trying to thwart teenage shoplifters." That's what the newspaper read, right? So he's working on his car. The Foot Locker guy chased us to the car. The Foot Locker guy ran in. My victim came and dove on top of the car as we're trying to drive off. The tool he was using to work on his car, he started hitting the windshield.
Oh.
So now my friend is saying, man, what's going on? Because glass is in his face. In the 80s, you can reach in and put the car in park, whether it's on or off. And that's what my victim did. Then he took the keys from us. Most people would say he asked to die. So who in their right mind would try to, but back then.
It's very gray area. I don't think he asked to die. I think he felt in his heart he was doing the right thing. But then again, you don't get involved in situations like that that don't involve you.
We ran to the car with a gun.
Yeah. I would not be involved in that.
It cost him his life.
Yeah. I would not have gotten involved. But you weren't the shooter though, right?
I wasn't the shooter.
Yeah.
But
you told on the shooter.
But because I had the gun, right? I'm sitting on the gun. I'm the youngest. I hand him the gun. Shoot that motherfucker, is what I said. It's what I said. So they consider me the youngest, the smallest, but the brain. Them niggas were 15, 16, 17. I was just turned 14.
Right.
So he got out. I told the victim, give us back the keys. He said, if y'all want the keys, y'all have to wait for the police. So when my partner come around, he don't see him with the gun. He hold the gun up and point at him. I said, now give us back the keys. He hurry up and throw us the keys. I turn around and get in the car. Man, shoot that motherfucker. I'm just saying what people say in the movies. Y'all mean, I'm just saying what I heard niggas say in the movies. And my homeboy shot him. 1 shot.
Okay.
And he died there. Yeah. So no, he wasn't innocent. We were.
And then you told against your co-defendants.
No. We all told.
Oh.
We all told.
Everyone told.
Everyone told.
Okay.
I was the last to get arrested.
So there was what, 4 guys?
I was just the youngest. I just testified against the adults. It's an adult trial.
Okay, but there were 4 guys total?
Yeah.
The other 3?
One was killed by the police in a high-speed chase, running from the police.
Okay.
The oldest one got 99 years, went back on appeal, and he's out to now living in Austin, Texas.
He got 99 years
and went back on appeal.
The shooter?
No, the shooter got 75 years.
And he's still in prison?
Yeah, he's still in prison.
But you got basically what, 7 years in a group home.
I got 12 years determinate sentence. So under the determinate sentencing law, a kid can be sentenced up to 40 years in Texas. So a lot of my childhood friends like Dewberry, them niggas had 28 years, 30 years. So I had a 12-year sentence. Texas don't have an accessory to murder law. So we was all charged with capital murder. I plea bargain and testify to first-degree murder. They all end up, my co-defendant was sentenced to capital murder. So he got 75 years for capital murder. Everybody else took a plea bargain for first-degree murder to testify against the shooter.
Well, speaking of standing over somebody,
Yeah.
the All-Star JR Ben 10 situation. And as some of you know, All-Star was on his way to do a VladTV interview when the feds picked him up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, people...
They gonna swear you had something to do with it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I addressed it right away. People are like, oh, he was flying to California to do a VladTV and the feds picked him up at the airport. No, it was actually in Detroit where he was already at. We had booked a studio in Detroit. He was on his way to the studio and he just never made it. If the feds were really working with me, they would have waited until the interview where he would have told a whole bunch of stuff, which they could have potentially used against him.
They would have gave you a few lines of question to ask if it was really that serious.
He never made it.
Yeah.
He never made it. And listen, I talked to him on the phone that day to go over what he can and can't talk about. And he was giving me the impression that there were no charges, that it was self-defense, that he was free to go. He is welcome to say whatever he wants.
Let me just say this.
You know, that was the assumption I was going into.
When you was doing the hood DVD shit, the vlog shit, right?
Yeah.
You had Michael Monroy, may rest in peace. Remember, Too Real for TV. He was doing all the pimp DVDs.
Okay.
He was doing all the pimp DVDs.
Mm-hmm.
A bunch of them niggas end up going to the feds because he was doing the cross-country pimping DVDs, right? The feds operation, when he got all them niggas that were doing them DVDs, was cross-country pimping. At some point, if you were really working with the feds, it'd be in some documentation.
Yeah.
They can't hide it this long.
Right.
It'd been somebody's PSA, it'd been some court documents.
2008 to 2026.
It'd be somewhere.
Literally nothing.
It'd be somewhere. It'd be some documentation.
People have accused me. Listen, people have said that my interviews have gotten people convicted.
It'd be somewhere.
None.
You have a right to confront your accuser. It's just like the hip hop police.
Arab went to jail because of you. Ask Arab. He'll say that nothing we did was in his trial at all. Casanova 2 times went to jail because of you. Once again, nothing to do with me. He did a bunch of shit years later that I had no idea about. I wasn't even talking to him anymore.
Man,
Keefe D might, our interview might be used in his trial.
At least 3 of them. Yours, the Art of Dialogue, and another one.
Camp Capone.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
he did like 3
so.
interviews. But then again, when he sat down with me, he had already written a book talking about all the stuff in the interview.
And he was given immunity by the feds, not by the state. And this is state.
That's what he thought.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The proffer agreements are very dicey.
So let me just say this. I wouldn't say you're a blessing and a curse, because I haven't seen the curse.
Okay.
I haven't seen the curse.
I haven't seen the curse either.
I haven't seen the curse.
Yeah, but I think that the community...
If we get out of ego, put ego and pride to the side, this is a historical vault. And from what I've known...
The catalog, yeah.
It's a historical vault. And from what I've known, that I ain't gonna say I hate to admit it publicly, but nigga, you done help a lot of people in ways from helping getting their kids back out of CPS, burying motherfuckers that have sat on this platform.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of people don't know. I ain't gonna mention no names, but when I first started, I know Big Pyru, you helped. I stood nose to nose with him. You remember? Me and Mob James were going head to head back then. What you did for him and his family.
Oh yeah, no, he's cried about it on camera before, about how his life has changed.
Yeah, well, yeah, so yeah. So
yeah, man, it's an honor. Man, listen, here's what I realized recently. I publicly said I've paid over $1 million in appearance fees to people on my platform. I wasn't exaggerating. That was a real number, but people didn't quite understand the specifics of it until me and Boosie started going back and forth and me and Ari started going back and forth. Because when I publicly put it out there that I was paying Boosie $25,000 and he didn't have to even leave his house. All he had to do was wake up and get dressed, do an interview for 2 or 3 hours and get $25,000. When Ari Spears lives 10 minutes from here, he comes here every month and gets $4,000. I think that culture vulture thing kind of started to go away because like, wait, hold on. No one's paying like Vlad. Vlad is paying really fair, generous prices.
I've seen the tide change, Vlad. I've seen
I'm telling you.
over the last 45, 60 days, I've seen the tide change.
Because all these people, all the viewers that are working people would love, yo, you getting $25,000 for 3 hours? That's over $8,000 an hour. Who would turn that down?
Man, let me just say this. The money that...
And these are working people hearing
the money
this.
I lost from you, you probably lost more.
Yeah.
The game you gave me, I've gained 10 times more than what I've lost.
There we go. There we go.
So I've never just all the way went in on you. Because I always like to tell them, nah, homie, I have to admit, when I was looking for black faces, I was looking for the Hassan Campbells. I was looking for the quote. I was looking for somebody to tell me, what am I doing wrong? But it's working. You called and told me before I lost it. My arrogance, because you didn't have a black face. Because of you, I thought, I was convinced you culture vulture now. I'm getting cocky, I'm getting a big head now. You're culture vulture me, Vlad. You trying to tell me to stop my game, to go back. You said, man, pre-record, edits. I'm going live every day. Imagine had I listened.
Yeah, I was giving you good advice.
And I went to go edit and learn pre-record. I would have been making $50,000 a month.
See, because here's my thing. You could say what you want about me, but I've never been a pocket watcher. I want people around me to do well. The funny thing about the Ari Spears shit, right? You know, we addressed it, when I was in front of the camera, is he's so stupid that he doesn't understand the big picture. His bookings went from doing little 100 people comedy clubs to he got a 3,000 person theater. He did 1,400 people, De Novo in LA. If he looks at the big picture, he would realize that he got a piece of my YouTube money, but I never got a piece of his show money.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that. He ate off my YouTube money, but he got to keep all the show money for himself. And I was okay with that. In the big picture, he made more than me. And I was okay with that. I even went to his shows to support. And yet, he cannot comprehend that someone might get a few more dollars than him and he crashed out over a couple $1,000s.
The residual income supersedes the extra money I want.
Right.
Because if I ask for extra, this residual might stop.
Yes.
This might be the last payment.
Yeah, no, he's not coming back. He had a chance to go back one more time for free and he pussied out, so that's it. No more conversation about Ari Spears coming back.
I learned from VladTV going forward, because you and Say Cheese T were my first big interviews. I learned not to ask for no money. You told me what value was. I'll give you $2,000. I did another interview. I came over here to Say Cheese TV. He took me up to 5. I said, Vlad, I need 5. You didn't complain and say nothing. You never came to the internet and said nothing. I went to Say Cheese TV. He said, man, you think I can get a raise? He said, yeah, man, cool. I didn't know what to ask for. He started giving me what he was giving me.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to tell Aiden what to give me. I don't know. I ain't never done this before, homie. What if I say 2 and he would go give me 20 like he did?
Man,
I don't know. So let me build my worth.
Yeah.
You showed me how to come on here, let me build my worth. I'm gonna do it for free. A couple free interviews and show you I can get you these numbers. Then can we talk?
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
I'm willing to talk to anybody. If we can sit down and look at the numbers, we can work it out. But when you got idiots like Aries talking about, man, look at this comment. They say they're coming here because of me. All your fans will come and say because of you. And let me tell you again, man, people walk up to me, they say I'm the GOAT. They say I'm the legend. Let me get real white for a second. Newsflash, buddy. Newsflash, buddy. We all get that when we walk around.
Yeah.
Every day, 5 or 6 people say I'm the GOAT.
I get it.
5 or 6 people say that I'm a legend. Is it true? Who the fuck knows? Who cares?
To them, yeah.
They're just being nice.
Yeah, to them, you may be.
Yeah. If they meet 10 legends that day, they'll all call them legends in their eyes. This is just normal. It's not to be taken literally, you stupid fuck. Seriously, you get it into your head that you really are that. You are not.
What they say to you don't measure the value of what your career brings in your field of work.
Exactly. And here's the thing. if you could say, listen, I need a raise because of these positive comments, does that mean that I could decrease you from all the negative ones? Because I can find more negative ones than fucking positive ones. So under your stupid ass logic, this is what you think? It doesn't make any damn sense.
I asked my agent, I asked Eric Young, because I had to sell myself as a comedian because the things I was saying
And
online.
I saw you last night at the comedy show. I attended your show.
What you think?
It was dope, man.
Appreciate you.
It was different. You took a very left field approach to the comedy.
Yeah.
And also, shout out to Sir Lance Woods.
Yeah, great guy.
Killed it.
He killed it.
He killed it last night.
Killed it. I've been using comedy to clean up the left field approach that I took.
Okay.
As you saw last night.
Yeah.
I used that left field approach to clean. I used comedy to clean up the left field approach. But at first, nobody would open the doors for me. I would have to go through the chitlin circuit, all the janky promoters, and learn all the bad experience. Because you think you can do this on your own. I'm that good. You have the area spears.
It's all me.
That's all me. You think you don't need a team. You think you don't need a manager. You think you don't need an agency. You don't think you need nobody from the industry.
Yeah.
But your talent and gifts.
Yeah.
You just bullshit. You do.
It's bullshit, man. And listen.
You have to. You need somebody.
The reason why this is going to do well is because you're here. It's because I'm here.
Yeah.
It's because my cameraman David is here.
Yeah.
Once that's done, that's going to go to my video team. They're going to clean up the audio. They're going to clean up the video. They're going to do all the cutting and everything else like that. They're going to package it together. They're going to push it out. My 6.3 million subscribers on YouTube are going to eat it up. My million on Instagram, my 2.5 million on Facebook, my whatever on Snapchat, my whatever on TikTok.
And for whatever reason, we think we don't need all of that.
Yeah.
With that ethnocentric belief. All of us with a talent at some point think like that until we're humble.
It's a team effort.
Yeah.
And you take out key players out of that team, and it's not gonna happen. Ari Spears has his own podcast that nobody watches.
So check this out. So I got with my agency in the beginning and brought all my friends and made my homegirl my manager. I fired my agency for my friends.
Bad idea.
Lost everything, including my friends.
There you go.
But who I had to go back to? I had to go through a process and know if you've never been here before, how do you know what you know coming from down there? It's your first step up in entertainment. Most rappers think they know. I don't need it. Man, this is where you lose at the foundation of where you start at. So I lost a lot, but I didn't lose everything. I had enough to have enough pride to say, man, let me humble and say, I don't know nothing. And the people that I'm bringing with me don't know nothing. I went back to my agency. But I've been living off the Instagram persona. The controversy, the offensiveness, that's been feed me.
Yeah.
But now I'm trying to make a transition. That's hurting me. It's hurting me because where I'm trying to transition here, nobody says that's comedy. And I'm saying, well, no, it's satire. So once I got with the agency, and the agency can go advocate on my behalf and say, if nothing else, he's really a good guy. Just give him a shot. I work with him, talk to him. So I'm saying, my first comedy show, I got paid $10,000 Atlanta.
Nice.
BET Weekend, Atlanta Uptown Comedy Corner, right? $10,000, sold out, standing ovation. I'm thinking this is the norm. And I'm just going off a gift all over the place. No set, no nothing. When I realized that I had to go back and learn the craft, go back to the beginning, I start saying, give me the worst nights when nobody appears and let me prove myself from there. I started from the bottom, proving myself the worst nights when motherfuckers didn't appear to on the weekends now. I learned that from you, not asking for money during interviews. I didn't know how to ask. Didn't know what my value was. I let the data start speaking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before we get off the situation, All-Star JR, his bond got denied.
Should have.
And I believe he's facing like 10 to 15 years.
You have to have some level of compassion and mercy even in self-defense. Once he's down, you can't stand over him. Pow, pow, pow.
Yeah.
You can't wipe the gun off. If it's really, and you can't. If you do something to me and flee, I can't pursue you, firing, pow, 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 with a running crowd. I think that's what hurt him. Because when I was attacked in the barbershop, I went to the car and got my gun and proceeded after the guys. And I got charged with 2 aggravated assaults with a deadly weapon.
Really?
Yeah, that's why I kept going to jail. It wasn't animal cruelty.
What happened in those cases?
I beat them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I beat them.
How much did it cost you?
Over $90,000.
See?
Yeah, over $90,000.
That's the other side.
Yeah, over $90,000. That was just the bonds and shit. That's not even attorney fees.
Man, listen, I was in court yesterday covering some stuff, and this guy approached me, man, and he's like, "Oh, DJ Vlad, man, I'm a huge fan. Can I take some photos? Whatever." I'm like, "Yeah, man, come on." I'm like, what you here for? He's like, "Oh, man, I'm going through a divorce right now. She filed a restraining order on me. She took my kid, I said, "Cool." I saw him a little bit later. I said, "How'd it go?" "Oh, man, it went horribly, man. They wouldn't let me show any of my evidence or whatever. Now I can't see my kid." I said, "Where's your lawyer?" "I don't have one."
Worst mistake.
I represented myself.
Worst mistake.
I just shook my head, man. I said, "I feel bad for you, bro."
Worst mistake.
Self-represented?
Worst mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah, worst mistake.
Self-represented. Because here's the thing. In divorce court, there's no such thing as a public attorney, as a public defender. You're on your own.
And it's only so much you can talk to a judge and not knowing.
Yeah, family court,
the
child
legal
support,
Yeah.
custody.
Yeah.
You're fucked.
You
You're
really
fucked
can't
if you
say
don't have
shit.
the money.
You really can't say shit.
Yeah.
Because you don't have the authority to speak to a judge because you don't know the language.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I'm saying, Your Honor? You don't know. Yeah, nah.
Yeah, the judge will say that's not admissible. What does that mean?
Yeah.
Your lawyer knows what that is.
Yeah, yeah.
And if the other side got a lawyer, you're really fucked.
There's a such thing as an ignorance fee. There is a such thing in life as an ignorance fee.
Yeah, he's paying the ignorance fee.
He's paying an ignorance fee.
Yeah. You know what else? Wait, before you go on, I feel like lotteries are paid with ignorance fees.
It is.
Because you have more of a chance of dying in a car crash, getting your ticket, than actually winning the lottery.
Yeah, you do.
But people still will spend money month after month. Our grandparents are all guilty of this. My grandparents are guilty of this. They'll keep spending money month after month that they'll never get back.
That's that light at the end of the tunnel that one day I'm gonna hit it.
One day I'm gonna hit it.
One day
but
I'm gonna hit it.
Statistically, you are going to lose every time.
You're more likely to be struck by lightning.
Yes.
Yeah.
Literally. So All-Star JR, you don't think he's gonna get out?
Federal offense, federal possession of a firearm, self-defense drop, but how do you beat the federal possession of a firearm, even in self-defense?
Well, because his life was in danger. And even
He picked the gun up, right?
Even a felon can defend himself if his life is in danger. Now,
Okay.
he can't take the gun with him.
So once his body collapsed and you saw his body had no more response to it because it was obvious he was responseless, you stood over him.
That's going to be a problem.
That's when you're a felon with a gun now.
Yeah, the Ben 10 challenge didn't help either.
There you go. The song afterwards is really what probably set everything off. Had he went back and played victim
Yeah.
and not gangster hero, I think he stood a better chance with the DA or prosecutor's office saying, let's let this guy have this. Because clearly this was a
This was
violent attack.
Yes, against him.
It could have went, he could have been laying in the hospital, had just not went
He
his
could
way.
be in the morgue.
Yeah.
Someone had a gun.
Yeah, someone had a gun.
Listen, I want everyone to pay attention to this, right? Because you learn certain things in life that you hold on to. There's a book called 48 Laws of Power. You read it?
I haven't.
Great book. A lot of the stuff I kind of ignored, but there was one particular chapter where it basically says that once you win, you stop. If you're going at somebody and you win, you stop. You do not spike the ball. You don't keep going because you will turn that win into a loss.
That's why no arrogant quarterback has ever been out for the Super Bowl to win. They don't like the quarterback they don't like to celebrate because that's not class.
Right.
Only the strong can show compassion for the weak.
Exactly. And here's the thing, that if you win and you know how to win gracefully, that enemy could become one of your best friends.
That's what I learned how to do. You know,
Right.
you know my partner OG Sane used to always tell me. He said, man, when you going at people on the internet, you dogging them. You trying to rah, rah, rah. He said, you don't know when to exit stage.
Yeah.
You don't know when to exit stage, and that's what's gonna hurt you. So I started learning how to have compassion.
Yeah, man, listen, it also said, this is a very interesting one. It said that you're better off hiring your enemies than your friends because your friends will take you for granted and not do a good job. An enemy that you turn around and hire will feel like he has to prove something to you based on what you did. And they'll stay more loyal to you than those friends that are just assuming that they're gonna help you. Say whether you fired all your friends.
I haven't read that part, but everybody I've gotten into it with on the internet, in some kind of way we've made to patch it up, have been my lawyer's friends.
There you go.
Govan Hernandez, 607.
Yeah, he was there last night.
607 up.
Yeah.
I couldn't stand 607 up. The little kid, Big Dreamer. I can name several guys, homie, where at some point, Rainwater. They've become my closest friend.
Well, Kodak Black has gotten arrested again.
The lawyers make it sound simple and easy, but I don't think it's that easy this time.
Right, it's drugs this time.
Yeah, in his trafficking. MDMA. So however they get trafficking, the large amounts in the bag with the cash, they sound, listening to the judge, I don't think it's gonna be as easy as the lawyers make it seem. Just listening to the judge because of priors. He got over 12 prior convictions.
A lot of priors.
A lot of priors.
Yeah.
If nothing else, it ain't about what you did, it's about what you've done.
Yeah, man, listen. I think Kodak Black is a drug addict. I think that's just point blank, period. That's just what's going on. I don't think that he's not a drug trafficker.
Yeah.
I don't think he's doing it for clout. I think he's addicted.
He's having fun with his money.
Yeah.
All the great rock stars do, man.
Right.
Yeah. Ozzy Osbourne. I think he's the nigga Ozzy Osbourne.
Right.
I think he's our nigga Ozzy Osbourne.
So Kodak Black is the black Ozzy Osbourne.
He's the black Ozzy Osbourne.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a real rock star.
He's a real rock star.
Yeah.
He's well beloved amongst the fans. And even with this, the fans don't see no wrong in Kodak.
No, they
Kodak
still
Black.
love him.
But at some point,
Free Kodak, hashtag.
at some point, if we love him, we gotta intervene. Or something has to happen based off choices and decisions in your life that make you get the reset button and you get it together. And this may be it. At least a year stay, sit down, probation where you gotta pee, hard stipulations. Something have to happen in your life based off your choices and decisions, nigga, to get you back where you gotta be. And because he's not a bad person.
No, I never met him, man, but he seemed like a sweet guy.
He is.
You see what I'm saying? You met him before?
I've met him a lot of times.
Yeah.
A lot of times. Yeah, I rock with him. Yeah, we done kicked it, hung out, studio, club, personal space. Yeah. For a long time, I thought he was playing. Man, he playing on camera. Cause off camera, but we all have a vice.
Well, just the other day, all 4 defendants in the Fulio murder have been found guilty.
Who believe they wouldn't?
I mean, yeah, no one's surprised.
Yeah.
No one's surprised. There's a girl also who I think her trial is...
she's been found for the lesser charge, so she's not gonna get what they're getting.
Wait, are they facing the death penalty?
Yeah, that's the death penalty case. But when you look at the nature and the heinous of the crime, right? In the extreme measures that they went to go commit this crime.
Right, because they drove like 200 miles or something like that?
And then they Ubered back. You took your mother's car. Nigga took his mama's car to go do this. The one that held his head down crying used his mother's car. And from the girl, she's playing domestic violence victim. I was beaten and forced to do this, pregnant, for my boyfriend. That's definitely, she caught the heart of a juror. Because for one, they didn't want to have that to even admit it in court. The prosecutors fought for her not even play that position. So, man, they should have went to jail smiling. When you look at the way they committed the crime, they should have went to jail smiling.
I did one interview with Fulio, and then Shirley Jew did another one on my platform. We had scheduled a third, and he couldn't make it, but he was very apologetic about it. Very cool dude. And I've had conversations with him where I told him, man, just get the fuck out of Florida, man. Like, you're more talented and more loved than all these dudes you're beefing with, and you're gonna get caught up. Most of your success came from Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
From that move.
Yeah.
Why leave the area where you made all these things happen to go back to your old neighborhood where everyone's killing each other? You know, you've used the beef shit to get where you are.
Yeah.
I'm just worried that if you still stick to that same blueprint, it's going to end badly. So, you know, as someone who's been doing it, as someone who's 47 years old, who's seen the same type of sad story over and over again, you know, you've gotten to where you need to be to get noticed.
Yeah.
But my suggestion is to leave that shit alone at this point and just focus on just the music and not all the beefing. And he's like, yo, big bro, thank you, man. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that.
It seemed like he was possessed with a demonic entity. When I watch all his interviews, even after he got shot, I never seen a point of where I could look at that kid and humanize him.
Well, but didn't he do a lot of the same shit that you've done? Laughed about the dead, celebrated people's murders, that type of thing.
I didn't do that. I did that because I saw them doing that. And I'm saying, if y'all can dance to that, why can't I give it to the culture? I never knew that existed until I started working with children. I didn't know shit about King Von before the pandemic. Didn't know it existed until I started working with kids in my community who kill people. I had an anti-gang cognitive intervention program. It was a 16-week curriculum. I taught it at the alternative schools. I had a street life cycle, a youth awareness program that I taught at the alternative schools, the detention centers in the state juvenile facilities. So as I'm working with these kids, I'm saying, nigga, who is your favorite rapper? You in here for 2 bodies at 13, man, your favorite rapper. When I go listen to this motherfucker, man, who is this kid? A guy named JoJo. He got killed in Chicago. You ain't never heard of Lil Durk? Chief Keef? No. Nigga, so I created a program centered around gangster rap lyrics. How to bond with black children. I created a facilitator's manual teaching mentors and people. If you can't understand the kid, listen to his favorite rapper. It'll give you a persona of his traits and characteristics that he's trying to embody.
Listen, I understand. Fulio did a music video
at a grave
site holding up the pictures of the dead kids.
So let me tell you something. That family reached out to me. That's how I met Tuka's mother. So when I started doing to them what they was doing in the music.
Wait, no. You're talking about Tuka. That's some Chicago shit. I'm talking about Fulio.
I'm saying the Fulio victims in them family.
Oh.
Not just Fulio's, the kid YMW Melly's victims. Mm-hmm. The kid, one of the kids he killed, his aunt that reached out to me. Man, you can't, Lil Bibby's dad. I done talked to all these victims' families because y'all saying what I'm doing wrong, but they're clapping for what I'm doing. That's how I've been able to meet these victims' families. Didn't know they exist. Because they don't see nothing wrong with what I'm doing because it's been done to them and people danced to it and sung to it. Didn't you hear that interrogation video of one of Julio Fulio's killers talked about how that song tormented his grandmother? That kid going to jail like a real soldier. He didn't put his head down and cry. He left up out the courtroom cussing and fussing. He had to be removed. Why? He'll be able to sleep good at night knowing he finna serve the rest of his life in prison for a nigga that killed his family member and tormented and pushed his grandmama to the grave. Them the niggas I respect and honor.
Yeah, but
them the niggas I respect and honor.
Right, but I could tell you that when that door closes and those lights go off, he wishes he had never done it.
My brother did 32 years in prison. I never heard him one time wish he wasn't in there.
Really?
Really. He just got out. He on his way back.
Okay.
He spent 32 years in prison.
All right.
He ain't mentioned the God, and he got a praying mama. He got a little taste of freedom now. Now he don't want to go back. But when he was in there from 17 to just 3 years ago, I never heard him break. And you know what I told him? They ain't gonna never let you out of prison, nigga.
With that attitude?
And then one day he got out.
He got out, yeah.
He broke when he got out. He broke when he got out and realized how much time he missed. He ain't got much more time with his mama. His niece and nephew grown.
Yeah.
That's when he broke. When they finally let him out when he damn near 55 years old, from 17 years old. That's when he broke. But longer he was in there still trying, he hadn't broke. I got another partner named Baby Cash, Charleston, Houston. Been in there 32 years. He the triple OG of all the Crip OGs in Texas, Baby Cash. He done gave his life to the Lord. He done broke. It took 30-some years. He got about 6 bodies from 15 years old. Been there since 16.
6 bodies, damn.
6 bodies from the 90s when the gangbanging furs hit. But nigga, it was gave to him. brainwashed by them uncles. I talk to him almost every other day. He in agony. And he's sorry for what he did, but they still won't open the doors. He's sorry, he'll never do it again, but they still won't open the door. See, them young niggas ain't got to that part yet. It take 33 years to get there. But if you playing the prison games, you might not make it 33 years.
Yeah.
You might get fucked off the psych meds or death or killing. Nigga, so you got to play hard for a long time with no rewards, no accolades. Hard times, they don't know that part yet, homie, because right now they can still post online. They can still hear what the people saying online.
And here's the thing, right? People don't talk about this. You go in, you do all that time, you don't snitch. You come out 10, 20 years later. What's the reward? Is there a mansion waiting for you for being real?
Mm-mm.
Is there a parade that's gonna be thrown for you for not snitching?
Hey, listen, secret regret, where you learn to stop talking and be quiet, and you become antisocial.
Yep.
Because you realize you done wasted your life, and you just go to work every day, nigga, quiet, with secret regret. With secret regret, man. I wish Larry Hoover could talk to us.
Huh.
I've been talking to Jeff Fort's daughter, and she said, man, my dad, I said, why they still got him in the hole? Why can't he see? She said, he won't quit talking to the people that admire him. He'll get on the phone just to have that love and affirmation. What's up, old man? He won't, so it's like he won't denounce it. Just imagine, nigga, Larry won't even talk no more and he denounced it.
Yeah, Larry.
And he's up on the hill now,
denounced it,
so he's on the way home. Nigga, all Jeff Fort have to do is stop talking to get the admiration from all them. Hey, what's up, big homie? Hey, what's up, big homie? They keep writing him up for it. So I'm going to Chicago to meet with Jeff Fort's daughter and hopefully start trying to work on a Jeff Fort documentary.
Well, speaking of Chicago, you celebrated when Lil Durk got arrested.
Yeah.
Why?
We all know. Homie, you have to pay for what you've done. You can't just run to Islam. You can't just run to Christianity and think this stops it stops the things that you sown. Yeah, you find reconcile in spirit. But man, according to what we know, what the government has presented, he been having people killed. He's been having people killed. And people been dying and killing around him for at least 10 years or longer. At one point, do the victims have their just day?
Now listen, he had a guy around him that got killed not too long ago named THF Bezu. You know what the THF stands for?
Mm-mm.
Trigger Happy Family. Why on earth would you be a successful rapper, a multimillionaire with fans? You got songs with Drake, you got songs with Kanye. You're doing big shows. You got kids. Everyone loves you. And you got a guy around you with the name Trigger Happy.
And he's really trigger happy.
Yes. He died by getting shot.
It's homie, listen, it's not the fact that his name is that, he's really that.
Yeah.
These are like when Billy the Kid got his name. These guys' name was given because of who they were and what they did. These now rappers are now who they are based off what they've done.
I've always said this, and you could argue with me, in terms of the people watching this or not. I have a lot of people that I'm cool with that have a criminal background. You killed somebody. We're cool. I have no problems with what you did in the past. I have other friends who are killers, who are gangsters, former drug dealers, all that type of shit. But they have changed their life around. They're not actively doing any of that. I don't want anyone around me who's actively doing any sort of crime at all. I don't care if it's gangbanging, killing, scamming, robbing, none of that shit. Credit card fraud, none of that shit. I don't want none of that. Insider trading, none of that.
Nothing.
Don't come in my car with a fucking dirty gun. I've had people do that with me. None of that shit, none of that shit, none of that shit. And if you keep people like that around you, you will get caught up. It's guaranteed.
Man,
their bullshit will rub off on you intentionally or not intentionally.
If you got 4 bodies, 2 bodies, or anybody, and your name used to be OG Homicide, you can't still be OG Homicide today. And we're trying to operate in this space, in this realm. Everything that changes either sheds your skin or creates a new name, a new identity to do away with the old. So nah, man, your old street name. Man, at some point, you Mr. Such and Such. I can't walk in and say, man, this is my partner C-Nut. A lot of my friends today, because of were most of, I'm not gonna say them, because I didn't come from the criminal elements of society. I've never been criminally in the streets, never. I hang with guys that do. I'm a middleman that know this guy, but I've never been submerged in the criminal elements of society. In this space, my partners who come from the criminal elements of society, we can't keep walking through doors in sweatpants, t-shirts, and Michael Jordan tennis shoes. Hollering we're businessmen. At some point, two of us need to put a collar shirt on, nigga. A belt, tuck our shirt in, and so we all can't keep looking. So that's what I started noticing as I elevate. Nigga, we gotta shed the skin. We gotta shed the skin too. Why? It's still a little residue on the inside. So if you don't transform the look, that means you haven't transformed the mind. Cause you start from the inner out. Nigga, when you start transforming your mind, you come with a new name. Shit, man, I'm proud to be Rat Williams. Hell yeah, I tell on a nigga. I used to be ashamed to claim a name, Rat Williams. There's nothing wrong with telling. It's something wrong with snitching amongst you and that group because you betrayed a friend or a crime buddy. But if you go back to the rules of all of this, there's no honor amongst these. And me and my friends never committed crimes together. None of my friends who my mother liked, who my teachers liked, who I approved, none of my real friends got in trouble with me. I went and found new people who were associates and got in trouble with, and we played like we were friends for the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Young Thug, you guys had a run-in recently.
Yeah.
What was it over?
I don't know. I don't know what. When Thug was in jail, he reached out to me. Him, Yak Gotti, when right before Woody got on stand, so that's how I kind of got pushed into that. Shout out to my partner Oye and Suave, and Queen and Rollo and them. So I partnered with Thug's people. Right during the trial, he did right when I did the Cam Newton interview. Thug was having the Thanksgiving turkey giveaway. So I partnered with him and his people, did the turkey giveaway, and Cam Newton didn't pay me, but he donated to that turkey giveaway. I was sending Yak Gotti books, talking to him behind the scenes. Thug was trying to get on the phone with me because he was trying to reconstruct and rebrand his image with doing community work with me and Oye and a few other people in Atlanta. When I started hanging out with Woody, they kind of pushed back from me. One of my best friends used to manage Woody, a young lady by the name of Angel. Nigga, Atlanta was mad at me for fucking Woody. Yeah, they were mad at me.
Shout out to Woody, man. He's been on my show
shout out to
a couple
Woody.
times.
I rock with Woody.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah, nigga, I lost a lot of prestige in Atlanta because of Woody.
Well, so what happened?
I'm finna get to it.
Yeah,
so in between that time, Woody and Thug talked during, in between that trial thing or whatever. I got some information about Thug and Gunna that I revealed publicly. That Gunna was paying for the attorney. All the Thug money was froze, due to the RICO case. Gunna got out and went to work, was helping pay for it. He was loyal. I mentioned something in the interview. Thug got mad about it, got back to me. I didn't know it was that serious. See, my mind, homie, these niggas ain't paying me no mind. They got bitches to fuck, they doing this. So when I see him, I thought it was weird for one, especially after looking at the editing of Juicy's Could Have Been Love reunion. They had me there for 4 or 5 hours. Thug and them there were probably 3 hours, 3 or 4 hours. I'm booked to be there for probably 7:38. Drewski get on stage about 8:30, 9. Soon as he get on stage, I hear him say Young Thug and Lil Baby is here. Of course, my ear, Cause I said some disparaging things about thugs and, you know, fuck with Lil Baby a little bit. But I'm not thinking nothing of nothing. But I'm thinking to myself, well, shit, man, what they doing here and what I'm doing here. So now I'm looking for the production team saying, man, hey, what I'm booked here for? They said, oh, well, we want you to say something in the crowd. So I thought it was strange for me to be there that long, for me to have to be in the crowd and say something. So then they say they had a break where Drewski was looking for me. I went to the back and I specifically looked for them niggas, homie. I ain't see them niggas nowhere. So I go back out, I'm sitting down, another 2 hours go by. All of a sudden, I just feel a presence standing over me, and it smelled like a locker room. One of them niggas was musty. So I stand up, and it's him and three other guys, so it was 4 of them total. I didn't realize he was that tall, and his words was to me, we step on shit. He said, we step on shit. So he talked real fast, we step on shit. I'm like, nigga, what? Step on shit. I'm knowing we're at a private Opelika airport. Know he on probation. Know he ain't a fool. I know they don't want to go to jail. If anybody hit me, all I can think about is, matter of fact, I had just saw the interview when Gunplay talk about how he just run up and hit you in the head, don't know what's going on. I'm praying for a situation like that. Hoping one of them niggas hit me. So I step back, reach my hand in my pocket, grab my mace. One of the niggas act like he tried to hold the gun. Nigga, don't lose your life in here. But I see he ain't.
Oh, you said that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I started to run with that and press charges. But it was ill intent. I don't want to intentionally hurt nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to hurt nobody, my nigga. I'm just having fun playing bullshit. So I realized this is an opportunity for me to go viral, to make something big, and I got him by the balls.
So you pressed charges against who?
No, I didn't.
You didn't press charges against anybody?
I threatened and pretended like I was.
Okay.
I went to the Opelika Police Department.
Okay.
I had Atlanta calling. I had law enforcement saying, hey, send me them faces. So I did send the faces of the guys. Okay. I had people take pictures of the faces of the people, the license plates, and send to Atlanta Police Department, as well as the probation and prosecutor's office to make sure none of these guys was gang members. Cause I want these know. So yeah.
He ain't allowed to, cause he's on probation, he can't hang out with gang members.
Yeah. So I want to make sure they weren't none of you documented on. So yeah, I tried to get him that way, but I came to the internet and lied and said they cuffed a gun. He pretended like he had a gun, but he made a threat. Don't lose your life in here like they go shoot me with the mace. So I pull out the mace and say, yeah, them bitch ass niggas. So my assistant, she pulled the camera out. So I noticed she pulled the camera out. So that's why you got a small footage of me saying, yeah, them bitch ass niggas, I got that mace, them bitch ass niggas got guns. And they was over there being broken up by security. Well, they had just made a big scene. His little goon squad was running toward me, security had to grab him. So once they made the scene, I played on the scene. Came to the internet, and you know, of course he gonna have people who know me call, so shout out to him, nigga, your gold mouth, them call, man, what's going on? Aiden call, hey man, make sure, yeah, so everybody calling, and I'm saying, yeah, I'm gonna press charges, but nigga, I'm just playing on the internet. And it's great for content on stage.
Yeah, Young Thug gonna go back to prison playing around with this.
Well,
seriously?
That was stupid. That was very stupid.
Stupid on his part.
Because all I had to do was launch an attack. All I had to do was spray mace in that airport, because we're at a private airport, Opelika, and they waited hours to approach me, and they only did that. So they made no showing on the reunion. So it's like so from what I hear and from what DJ Academics report, him and Lil Baby and them is now in Miami, going around kind of how they did in Atlanta, putting their flag down with the intimidation, but with the content creators. So I'm not the first one they've done this to. Weeks prior, they tried to jump on Academics. Lil Baby swung on him, you know, his assistant swung on Academics. So they done check Aiden, Neon. So they got a new YSL in Miami. YFN Lucia's also out there. Just an intimidation tactic. So because I went publicly, it caught the attention, and literally, Atlanta PD did reach out to me. So I sent what I had to him. So yeah.
Well, Young Thug had done some posts about Rich Homie Quan recently, and he said, "Never switch up on you, brother. Always rode with you. What happened?"
He had Woody shoot up his daddy barbershop.
He said, "Tell him how he was about to take a stand on me the week he died. I still love him. Wish he was here though. Quan went against me. How was it my pride? Beta M, we ain't cooperate. I got receipts. I always told him to stop drinking, popping pills." Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing.
How you shoot up my daddy barbershop, shoot my dad, and I went against you?
Right. Here's the thing. I did Rich Homie Quan's first ever interview. Okay? I was in Atlanta in 2013. Shout out to my man Fly. He had just signed him. He said, "Yo, can we do this for me? Yo, let's do it. I like, some type of way, dope song. Let's do it." Did his first interview.
Great album, by the way. Great first two albums, yeah.
We kept in touch over the years. He's done multiple interviews on my platform. When the YSL trial started, I got some paperwork over one of the cases that was going to be mentioned in the trial where it said in the paperwork that the whole beef was about Young Thug wanting Rich Homie Quan to sign to him, and because he didn't want to, that created the situation with Nut stepping in between, and then that's where the violence started to play out. So I found this paperwork. George Sheedy sent me this paperwork, right? Prominent Atlanta journalist. I hit up Rich Homie Quan. I said, "Listen, me and you need to talk privately." I said, "Look, this is the paperwork I got. This may come out in the trial, so I just want to give you a heads up so you know about it." I cut that part out of the George Sheedy interview because I didn't want to put you on blast because we cool like that. But you should just know about it. Do you know what he told me?
He knew.
He said, "That's all true. That's exactly what happened." He said, "Had I signed with Young Thug, I'd be in jail with the rest of them. This is what happened. But because he was alive, I never mentioned it. I kept that secret to myself. I'm only saying it now because he died. But while he was alive, this is what he told me verbatim over the phone. I have no reason to lie about this."
And he died with some unresolved resentment toward those guys, homie, because they really railroaded his career.
They did.
At the height of it.
They did. He was rebuilding at the time that he died.
Yeah.
He got caught up in all this. So all this, like, that was my brother. I love him. He was going to snitch on me. Like, man, fuck this thing. This shit that Young Thug is saying is just bullshit. Man, listen, Thug, you avoided life in prison. Sit the fuck down.
Well,
enjoy the fame that you have. I don't think Thug is really where he was anymore musically. He went down a lot of notches. Once we saw the snitching video, once, he started doing the interviews trying to cover up for
once
it.
he made that song, fucking with the white skin, his audience could no longer take him serious as the talent he once was.
Yeah, listen, but he still has a catalog. He still could tour, especially overseas and stuff like that. But listen, you're still on probation. You're not viewed how you once were. Just enjoy. You got a girl. You might have some more babies. Like, yo, man, enjoy it. Enjoy it. Stop pushing up on people like Charleston. Stop doing this Rich Homie Quan nonsense that no one's believing. It's not true.
Let me just say this. Anybody who have walked a path of wrong to right, knows two of the key elements and to stand on the right path is what? People and places. He haven't changed the people, places, nor the things that got him on the wrong path.
Yeah.
Nigga, him and Lil Baby still together. Lil Baby still gambling, having shootout out here during the Super Bowl. They still sending hits on well-known media figures. Nigga, they sending hit on academics. All I got to do is press charges. You're involved in a crime or you're around a crime that didn't happen. All I had to do was blow the whistle. Guys approached me, 4 guys, at an event where if you go back and look at the reunion, has no justification on why they're there. Fast forward, not even a week later, he's going viral for being stopped in the middle of the night by a California highway patrolman, speeding, recklessly driving on a suspended license. The average person would have got down right there. Violation of probation condition.
Yeah, I've got arrested for suspended licenses, so Yeah.
But he asked for mercy.
He was on probation though.
He asked
which is
for it in
even
the video,
worse.
asked the police. So what's that's telling you, he keep consistently, and he got 15 more years to try to walk straight.
Oh, yeah,
he gonna
man.
fuck up.
I think he's gonna fuck up. I don't want him to fuck up, but at this pace, he's probably gonna fuck up.
And they know he's sneaking back in Atlanta. They just can't catch him. They know it. They've already gone back to the judge at least 3 different times to try to revocate him.
Yeah.
At least 3 times they've gone back to try to revocate him.
The Gucci Mane, Pooh Shiesty, Big 30 situation.
It'll go down in history as this is like Pac and Biggie dying. Hip hop is at a crossroads now. Cause now you're saying, and I might throw you in the fire on this too, Vlad.
Okay.
Now you're saying Gucci has a right to be a civilian now.
I didn't say that.
I'm not saying.
Yeah.
But you have me when I was a 14-year-old kid. I've never been in the streets. I don't know anything about street rules. I was telling at home on my brother. If he went outside, my mom told her didn't go outside. I just graduated out the DARE program, and we love the DARE police officer. I just got out the hospital. I've been in the hospital from 5 to 12. I get my first school year at 13, 7th grade. I get my new eye. So the 8th grade is the first year I get to go outside and play with kids. I run away from home and catch a murder case. 14 years old, 15 years old, I take the stand and testify. And they say I'm a snitch. At 15 years old, you a snitch. Nigga, you stole something, but I wasn't a shooter. I told my mother and my lawyer who was the shooter, took the stand. They deemed me as a snitch at 15 years old. But now Gucci is a millionaire and a businessman. And he got too much to lose. And this is business now. And he understands business. He can't, but you want our children to stand on these codes that you guys give Gucci a pass for. You want our children with undeveloped brains who know nothing about the streets, never been taught about the streets, to stand on street code, but Gucci get a way out because it's business now and he's a millionaire. Well, from what I was told, gangsters are crash outs. They don't think logically. It's all about principle and morals with them. And they'll kill you if you violate this and if you do this. So how can Pooh Shiesty be stupid if he a real street nigga gangster? Ain't that what street guys do? You fuck over them a mob boss, they throw their life away for the principle of the matter. Gucci wrong for calling the police. Gucci was supposed to pay his white off-duty police officer and his white cameraman to hush up and he keep his street coming from where he come from. But because we now understand consequences and repercussions at our age, we give one another a pass if we like each other and say, well, man, he a businessman now. But he started out a street nigga.
Well, but it wasn't that long ago that he did the verses with Jeezy.
Upholding the killing, promoting the killing.
See, I'm smoking on a Pookie pack.
And guess what? I'm hearing ghosts in my house, in my mansion. Gucci tried to play the grown man. We shamed him for being the grown man. We started looking up his name to see what real estate he owed. Remember he said he owed some land and started saying, oh, we ain't got nothing in his name. Gucci projected the street image, the character, and we clapped for him. We want our kids to stand up under these same codes that we give these guys passes for. This is my highlight in hip hop.
Do you think that Gucci will take the stand?
No.
Okay. Can he be forced to take the stand?
Yes. Yes, because now this is you're interfering with a federal investigation. You already gave a statement.
Okay, let me ask you a question, right? Because me and Tekashi were going back and forth, and there was a lawyer there that was kind of chiming in. You can plead the fifth and have your lawyer speak for you.
He can what?
Plead the fifth.
What? Young Thug can, right?
Anyone can.
No. Gucci Mane can't. Why? Because he's the victim. Let's pull it up on
No,
Facts
no,
TV.
Gucci could plead the fifth.
Okay.
He could say, I'm not cooperating.
Yo, guys, I'm about to prove Vlad wrong. You wanna bet some money on it?
What, that he couldn't plead the fifth?
Let's bet Boosie's 5,000 that he can't plead the fifth.
That who can't? That Gucci couldn't
Mane.
plead the fifth? How could he not have been able to plead the fifth?
Let's look up the definition of pleading the fifth. Give me a second. So for all the Gucci Mane supporters, all the 6ix9ine haters, stop being Instagram lawyers. Plead the fifth or take the fifth refers to a person invoking the Fifth Amendment right under the U.S. Constitution to refuse to answer questions or provide information that might incriminate them. You're the fucking victim. Nigga, you got robbed. You got your earrings took. You got your wedding band took. You're the victim. You wasn't committing crimes with Pooh Shiesty. You were the crime, nigga.
I was under the impression that even as the victim, you could plead the fifth. Is that true or not true?
Obstruction of justice.
So if you said, hey, Charleston, Vlad robbed you, and you said, I don't know anything about that.
Obstruction of justice.
Oh, okay.
We have a report when you identified these guys once before.
No, what if you never identified me as the robber?
Then you're not obstructing. I don't have to call to say I'm a victim. They can say they're victims all along. I wouldn't have victim.
So could Gucci have pled the fifth without making a statement?
Yeah. But that's how they got RD in the report. He gave the description of Pooh Shiesty. So he talked to the police.
Yeah, I get
he
that.
He could have left and not talked to the police. There's plenty of guys who get shot. Victims of crime and get shot and say, I don't know who shot me.
Yeah.
And they know that when we see you shot a guy, we know you shot. They can threaten you. So when I accidentally shot myself, they were threatening me, arresting me for lying.
You shot yourself?
Accidentally.
When?
In a strip club.
How long ago?
I had bought probably 3-4 years ago. I bought a new gun, right? I bought the new credit card.
So this was
gun.
after our last interview?
Yeah, after our last interview.
So, okay, you had a gun with you.
Yeah, right here. Them 2 bullet holes right there. So the bitch went in through this way. So it actually went down. It went up to go down. So yeah, so what happened was, this is during my height of me just getting into it with everybody. So I snuck a credit card gun that I saw Black Rambo post one time.
Credit card gun.
It's a credit card gun.
I gotta see what the hell this is.
It's the size of your hand. So just imagine, and it's a little old long range 22, shoot long bullets.
Oh, so you unfold it?
It unfolded.
Oh.
And it's a one-shotter, but boy, if it's...
One-shotter.
And it's allowed, but it's for the club.
Okay.
It's for the club. So I see a bunch of guys looking at me. They just staring. So I pulled it out and cock it. I didn't know it was hair trigger. So I put it back in my pocket. I'm by myself. I put it back in my pocket. Time goes by. My buddy come in. I done forgot I cocked his pistol. Because time done went by. We talking. Say, nigga, give me a cigar. He give me a cigar. I sit down and reach in my pocket to roll the blunt and burn it. Tap. Pop! My body froze. Cause I knew I done fucked up.
Was that the first time you ever got shot?
Yeah.
Okay. And you shot yourself.
Well, I'm sitting there thinking, I'm a responsible gun owner before now.
You can no longer say that.
I can no longer say that. But before now, I'm a responsible gun owner. So I know I done fucked up. I gotta look around and see where this bullet done went.
Okay, so hold on. When it goes off.
I didn't know it hit me initially.
But was it loud?
Very loud.
So did everyone in the club just stop?
Well, it pow. It caught everybody's attention, but because the music in the club, they didn't know because I'm sitting down and I react. But you hear security saying, hey, what was that? Over the speaker, over the microphone. So motherfucker looking, and I'm trying to see a reaction of who may be hit. And then I just start feeling shit run down my leg. That's when I start panicking. But I can't panic. I just tell my partner and say, man, I done shot myself. I just said, what? I just got up. But my leg was numb. But it felt like my shoe filling up with blood. I started panicking. So yeah, I had my little bitch rush me to the hospital. Yeah. But I said something to a security guard that texts Key Talk Media in the middle of the night. And by the time I was at the hospital, it was all over the internet.
Okay.
And I had to play like it didn't happen.
Well, for example, we interviewed Plaxico Burress. You know what that is?
Yeah. He shot himself and went to prison.
He shot himself. He took a gun to the club and had it in his sweatpants of all places. It fell down his leg, and as he went to try to get the gun, he shot himself.
Yeah.
Right here, belt in my waistband right here, belt. And I go up some stairs, and it starts to slide down my pants, and I go to catch it, gun go off, boom. I didn't feel it right away. I heard it.
Right.
I saw the flame come through my pants, like, poof.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, oh, shit, what just happened? And I had some Chuck T's, and I was walking, I looked down, and I saw the top of my shoes red, and I was like, oh, fuck. And I was like, yo, we gotta go.
He had actually caught the winning Super Bowl pass for the Giants, I believe.
I remember that year, yeah.
And he still went to prison in New York.
Well, because you violate all laws. The 50-50 rule. You're not supposed to have guns with alcohol. That's the biggest no-no. If they can find out.
Wait, but you were in a strip club and they had alcohol there?
Yeah. So
Okay.
so I would have to have, so no one, the club didn't know I did it. I went to the hospital. The police came because I tried to lie and say I got shot in an apartment complex gas station. But because my girlfriend was a dancer and they ran our names, they thought I shot myself at the club. They thought someone shot me at the club I was at.
So did you tell them what really happened?
I lied and said, yeah, somebody shot me. And then I said, I shot me. Then I said, my buddy shot me. So I've never told the truth to
story
this
kept
day.
changing?
I've never told the truth to now. So the police called me, and had I done what they wanted me to do, yeah, they would have charged me. Because they say, Charleston, can you bring us the gun that you accidentally shot yourself with? Well, now I'm bringing you the gun to show I done did this in the club. So now I said, nah, man, I ain't bringing you shit. Yeah, because they don't know if I'm telling the truth or not where I shot myself, but yeah, it was inside the club.
Well, there was that one time you were on stage in Texas and you got into it with these dudes.
Yeah.
Didn't you like throw some flowers at them or something?
Yeah.
And then they jumped up and attacked
Well,
you?
I had just got my first comedy set that I can do a set, and if I stick to this set, I'm gonna be all right. So at first I was just all over the place, was just trying to do it. I had got booked in Crockett, Texas, right outside of Houston. It's at a Cowboys Christmas event, like a trail ride. I noticed everybody in cowboy hats, cowboy boots, but I got two guys in the Kobe Bryant jersey, basketball jerseys. And as I'm doing my set, I'm 20 minutes into my set, getting ready to wrap up, I'm hearing guys say, mob ties, antagonizing me.
So this is Jay Prince's crew.
Well, it's his area.
Yeah.
And I'm not doing so well at the moment. I went high, they thought I'm not doing so well at the moment. Then it got me off my set. So now it's fuck you bitch ass nigga, fuck mob ties. He done triggered me, man, fuck Jay Prince, nigga. So now the promoter is Jay Prince godson. He tell Dewberry, get him off the stage. Come on, man, tell him please get off the stage. So Dewberry over in the corner tell him, come on, man, come on. But now my ego done kicked in. Now they standing in front of the stage, talking about what I can't say, what I'm gonna do. So now the phones is out. So shit, man, once the phones come out, Vlad, I turn into a different kind of guy. I didn't have my mace I normally have. I didn't have my police costume with me. So, and then I had just found out I was wanted for the 2 ag assaults. So I got to turn myself in after this show for the 2 ag assaults, and I just noticed they put animal cruelty on me.
What was that? Wait, what was that about?
The animal cruelty was from a YouTube skit. I had a mace gun. I had a water canister, and I had a mace canister. And I had just got this gun for the first time. I put the water canister in. Because the water canister is going to go, you can squirt the cat with water. But if that cat hear that, it's going to move. A cat will not let you mace it. I've tried it. But this time...
You tried to mace a cat?
I spent a whole summer trying to mace a cat.
What? Why? Why did you spend a whole summer trying to mace a cat?
Oh, because you can't.
Because you can't.
Because you can't.
That's
it
the
won't
reason.
let you do it.
That's the reason. Because you can't.
A human will do it. You can trick a dog, man, but a cat, you cannot mace a cat. So, but the water can get the water. You can spray a cat with water. And then, you know, so what I did, I hit him with the water and I turned the camera around. And you won't believe this. I was mad. Me and you had got into it. Me and you was at it. And I made that video saying every time I get mad at white people like Vlad, motherfucker white boy make me mad, I come mistreat animals. And my cousin had all kind of animals in the backyard, goats, cow. So I know white folks love dogs. I kick a dog in his ass every time. So boy, I said that shit. They sat on that for 2 years. They sat on that shit for 2 years. And when them ag assault charges hit me, they put that bitch on me too. That's what made it worse. Felony animal cruelty.
Damn.
Man, boy, they had my ass in the headline. And then it didn't say animal at first. It says non-livestock. That's what made it so scary. And it's coming from somebody off the internet who was watching that YouTube video in like a Mississippi town, so it was a cracker county. They county sent it to my local police department, so the charge actually reflected from their county. So it looked crazy, man. And I'm down here in Crockett, Texas, starting to ride. About to, man, yeah, so I was frustrated, man. Yeah, I couldn't think through that shit, and them niggas fucking with me.
Right, because they jumped on stage, they jumped you.
Well, they didn't jump me. So what happened was, Dewberry came and tried to stop them from calming them down. He jumped off the stage. So I'm saying, man, fuck you do that for. Nigga, I'm finna hit this nigga with this flower pot. He looking up at me saying, come on, man, don't do this. Because they could do something to him. I'm saying, nigga, hurry up and get back up here. Boom, I hit the nigga with the flower pot, it's on. So now, these are older guys, so they can't just jump on stage. They got to pull their pants up, so now I get to get back and wait for the microphone. When I see him get on folk, boom, hit that microphone, so I'm winning. So now I'm grabbing the chair. I don't see the other nigga running. I'm finna grab the chair. When I get ready to hit him with the chair, he tackle me, boom. But when he tackle me, he run by Dewberry. Dewberry had to pull his pants up. So as soon as he tackled me, if you watch the video, I fall on top of him. But I had a bankroll of the back end money that big. I dropped that bitch. I had to grab the money. So, but I'm on top of him. If you watch me, I get up. When I get up, he got me in the headlock this way. It's a police standing right there. Dewberry hit him. Boom. What you see coming on stage is all the promoters. Cause nigga, I done said fuck Jay Prince. So they thinking, man, let's get this nigga out of here. So they come to shit, man, stop this shit. Police already coming inside. When Dewberry hit that nigga, I never took a punch from nobody. Soon as I raise up, I run into the arms of the police officer. I tell him, man, I'm the victim. Get me out of here. And yeah, he got me out of there. So, yeah, I never, so that's why I got on camera. So it didn't look bad. But them niggas didn't get a chance to do nothing. Cause they was already saying, man, get him off stage when I went to fuck the mob tie shit.
You know, I had Dogface on here recently. He said that Jay Prince Jr. is the worst thing that ever happened to Texas.
Jay Prince Jr. is, yeah.
He's the worst thing that ever happened to the culture. All this shit about Vlad and academics and all that shit. This motherfucker right here, he's a wolf in sheep's clothing. He's the worst thing that ever happened to the state of Texas, and he's the worst thing that ever happened to the culture, man. He adds nothing to it. He enhances nothing to it. He has no real viable role in it. He's living off his father's reputation. Jay Prince Jr. has to be canceled.
And look, shout out to Willie D, a good friend of mine from the Ghetto Boys. He's dealt with Jay Prince.
I got a lot of respect for Willie D.
And I think this whole Jay Prince fearsome figure worked really well in the 80s and the 90s.
I'm one of the first people in Texas to put, man, fuck Jay Prince, mob tie, they ain't no motherfucking mob. Because I know that. Because I know all the guys. I know the old man Pops, man, Weasel. Man, he born in the 1940s. Spent 33 years in the feds. Man, they moved dope all, man. They don't know nothing about no Jay Prince. These guys went to the military, fought in Vietnam, came home and fought police. So, man, those guys, older guys, he's big to Fifth Ward. He's big to Fifth Ward, but if you go to the Southwest side, there's no people fearing him. He don't have any power. He's never had any power in Texas.
Well, all I'm saying is this whole being feared, having power.
The boogeyman.
That doesn't really work too well in this day and age where there's cameras everywhere and so forth. I remember Dogface went into this whole thing about how if you look at all the people that have gotten shot, they all thought they were cool with Jay Prince and mob ties and Jay Prince Jr. They all were checking in. They all thought they were cool. And they got into situations with him while being cool with him. Like all the NBA dudes.
I have a video that I released the day after Takeoff's death. The guy who was sent to shoot the bad dice on them.
DJ Pat?
No.
Well, DJ Pat is the shooter.
Yeah. The guy who they use, the old nigga who gambled to shoot the bad dice on the rappers to come to town.
Huh.
He go all over the country.
So these are bad dice. These are loaded dice is what you're saying.
He's an expert, old nigga in it. I secretly recorded him and I shouldn't.
Okay.
Him calling me the day after that, hysteria, describing that night, that scene, or what it was like before takeoff. And I released it on social media.
Oh, so this audio is out there?
Yeah, it's audio out there.
All right, so we'll cut, play a little bit of it.
What they were shooting, thousands? Everybody in it with 1,000 pieces, like 20 motherfuckers. I ain't worried about no motherfucking that beat me. How they gonna beat me? Unless they rob me. That's the only way they can win.
Boy, you in there shooting hard.
now.
I already know.
So when they get through bowling, they start shooting dice, right?
Yeah.
So the Quavo, he's an arrogant little motherfucker, shit talking little motherfucker. Now actually, he has to word one of the rap niggas.
Yeah.
You know, on the cool, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm calling, looking at and listening to the media. Yeah, it started over a dice game and a fight, altercation went down outside. But, oh, that's a goddamn lie. That boy, Charleston, you know how you ever met somebody right before they died and it's like they there, but they ain't there?
Yeah.
That man was there physically, but spiritually and mentally, he wasn't there.
It was his time.
Exactly.
I want y'all to listen.
You know what I'm saying? Say, man, the man sitting beside my old lady, right?
Yeah.
The man's glass is empty. Ain't no alcohol in it. Empty. We counted that boy turned that goddamn glass up 5 consecutive times, man. He didn't sit it up like, what the f*** ain't that in the motherfucker?
He kept sipping on the cup like it was something in there.
Like it was something in it. He picked up that bottle. He just rolled that bitch and took off. He just, his mouth, like he wasn't even there, man. Listen, he didn't say nothing to nobody. He didn't bother nobody. He was off to himself, like he wasn't even.
Like he was waiting to go.
Like he was waiting to go, bro. He never came to that fucking dice table. Never took a bit. Never even walked over there. You know what I'm saying? Like I watched the man. Like I'm like, damn, what's up with him? Say, man, that man ain't saying 2 words to a motherfucker now, man. Like he was in a whole nother dimension.
Boy, you done arrested my spirit with this one.
But in this audio, he talks about how quiet takeoff was. It was real. It was very surreal. The family got to hear it. Yeah, he died at the hands of somebody else because of somebody else, and it was a setup. They was held there, like almost kidnapped to be brought there. So this the nigga they call. If you know, same with the jeweler nigga. This the old nigga they go come in, look like he worked on the job. Yeah, and he go come in, shoot them bad dice on you. That's their game. That's why they so big in gambling. They're gonna bring you to a gambling game that's set up with bad dice. You're out of town, you're in their city. That's why you don't never hear about no nigga who go get with them, win the money.
Think about this for a second. 2/3 of the Migos have been shot over dice games.
Nobody who goes and gamble with Jay Prince, no rapper, no celebrity, no basketball player, have never left a winner. You've never heard a report of anybody. He's like Big U was when he had to. Everybody leaves losing when you go check in and connect with them.
Shout out to Big U. I've never had a bad experience.
Me neither. Well, I did. Yeah, he threatened to do something to me. I was spilling the beans long before now.
I've never had a bad experience with him.
Yeah, nah,
he's coming to my show. I've kept in contact with him.
Yeah, there's a video saying he go kick me in the ass when he saw me.
Well, you know.
But now we won't ever see him again. Yeah, we won't ever see him again. Ever.
He's in a bad situation.
Yeah, ever.
He's in a very bad situation.
Thanks to the Olympics. Yeah, thanks to the Olympics.
You know, before I leave this topic, do you think that Pooh Shiesty has any chance of beating this?
No.
No?
What they call it, relevant conduct? This goes back to what he went to the feds before. This is relevant conduct. He has a history of this. It's what he just got out the feds for. That song alone or put him in a stature of a John Gotti Jr., where the feds is gonna have they got a target on him.
On Pooh Shiesty?
Yeah. Yeah. Because they're not gonna let him be the leader he wanna be. He wanna be a leader. He wanna be a Larry Hoover kind of nigga. He wanna be a Tukey. They ain't gonna let him. And
Pooh Shiesty?
Yeah. He once wrote a letter home. They said that a few years ago. He have admirations to be a big dog. This nigga said he bought a crate of grenades. You think the people ain't listening to that shit? You think the people ain't listening to that shit? He got aspirations to be a pop blower. They gonna put his fire out.
Listen, the part that really got me was he sat in prison for 3 years trying to figure out a way out of this contract. And the best solution he found was, I'm going to kidnap Gucci, put a gun to his head, and have him change the contract.
A real gangster. That's how the mob operate. Remember, that's how real gangsters operate. That's how real gangsters operate, whether you're Irish, Italian, Jewish. You hang over buildings, you kidnap people, they did. He did what gangsters do. He just wasn't all the way gangster through it with it. He supposed to make some shit disappear.
Yeah, but you're doing it with too many other people around.
With a whole bunch of
with a leg monitor
with
on.
two guys who don't have a court, who don't have a paid for lawyer. Remember the other two guys.
It was like 10 guys or 9 guys total.
But I think it's only 4 went in so far.
Nah, no. A bunch of people got arrested.
I thought they said it was more to come. Initially, it was just him, Dad, Big 30, and maybe 2 other guys.
Nope.
All I know is everybody don't have paid for lawyers other than Dad, Pooh Shiesty, and Big 30.
Hold on a second. 9 people total.
Yeah.
Pooh Shiesty, his dad, Big 30, and 6 crash outs.
Nobody else has lawyers. The 6 crash out has no lawyer.
I wonder if this conversation ever happened. After they robbed everybody, I wonder if Pooh Shiesty said, hey guys, let's not post all these stolen items on social media. Because that's exactly what they did.
I didn't pay you, so you gotta post, nigga. This is what we do. This is what the guys who killed XX Extension went to the internet to show the money for a little bit, homie. This is what we do. We'll crash out for just this moment. This is the highlight of the crash out, nigga.
All right.
Pooh Shiesty, the Fulio crew, the highlight of them was riding back in the Uber, talking about Doug. Come on, man.
Listen. Public service announcement to everyone who's watching this. Okay, this is important. As someone that goes viral about once a month, right? Was that a fair statement? I go viral about once a month, sometimes even more, depending on what my mood is. I would not do 1 day in jail to go viral.
Me neither.
Not 1 day.
Me neither.
And these idiots are doing years in prison, sometimes life, just to go viral by showing off a crime they did.
You know why I think, Vlad?
Not 1 day in jail. Would you do 1 day in jail to go viral?
I wouldn't do it out.
1 day.
I hated every time I went to jail and I got out and y'all knew I was in jail. It felt shameful. It felt like I could. Man, how can anybody admire me and I'm just getting out of jail?
Going viral don't mean shit.
Nah.
It don't mean shit.
It feeds the dopamine for the moment.
That's it.
It maybe lasts a
and
day.
And the next day, nobody cares.
Maybe lasts a day.
If that. Please do not crash out on any level just to go viral. It's not worth it from someone who does it all the time.
Vlad, they got to have more people saying it because you can't convince a kid that 1 day or 1 week of 1 million views, 1,000 likes.
I get it. If you've never gone viral, it is a rush in the beginning. I get it. But it's not worth even a day in jail. Just weigh it out. Am I going to go to jail for this? If the answer is yes,
but
you should not do it.
But here's the flip side. When you've been in this life and you live for the affirmation of others, because this is what this life does, right?
Yeah.
If you can go to jail and still communicate with what you've done and get a little reward, it's kind of rewarding, Vlad, when they're in jail and can still post. That's why Queso ain't went away.
Yeah, I interviewed his dad. I did the first
He
interview.
can still touch us and still get a reward with, man, you real. He can read it, he can see it, he can feel it, and that's his only comfort.
Okay.
It's just like the lottery player, my nigga.
Yeah.
It's just like the lottery player, struggling, impoverished, but still pitching for that lottery ticket for just that one little moment to scratch off of that hope. It's no different than the parlay nigga putting his last in the living room, nigga. He need that half a point. It's no difference. As long as you can still get that reward, and we still giving these niggas rewards, nigga, if they post from prison.
You in a situation where someone approached you and you cut him with a knife?
Yeah.
What was that over?
We got tricked with a celebrity boxing match. They used that name when we was in Arizona, or they brought me to the West Coast, or that was my first celebrity boxing match. I go fight one of Lil Boosie's partners out of Lake Charles. So ultimately, they ended up paying me to promote it. So we were booked on the West Coast in Phoenix, so my fear of an LA gang member nigga hit me because I got to walk through the crowd. I had bought these mace gloves. And this guy who I supposed to been fighting, they put all of us at the same hotel, All the rapping niggas at the same hotel, all of us at the same hotel. So me and him kept bumping into each other. So he kept thinking he go bully me, cause he's a little bigger than me, a little taller. So he think he go bully me. So the first time, he pushed me in the pool, threw me in the pool, we shadow box wrestled in the pool. So the second time at the weigh-in, they wanted me to mace him with some fake mace.
Okay.
But I told them I don't have fake mace. So they scratched it off the list, and I kept it on the list, cause I ain't like the nigga no way. So they wanted him to get up to the weigh-in, and out of everybody, they want him to keep putting his hands on me. Why we can't wait till we get in the ring, nigga? Why you keep trying to fight me outside the ring? So you trying to really embarrass me. So nigga, he walked up to me, pushed me, and I hit him with the mace.
Okay.
Cleared the whole building.
Okay, I saw that.
So this is what made him mad. Now we're disqualified from the fight. So now he can't get his money. I still get my promotion money, but he don't get his money. So now he mad. So as I'm walking out of the elevator, I'm looking at the phone with me and my little lady. He walk up to me from a blind side. So when I turn to him, I see his hand extended. I'm thinking the nigga trying to shake my hand, and he tried to mush me in the face. When he mushed me in the face, my reaction was to grab my knife, because it's a pig poker. It's longer than my life, really like that long. But unfolded, it's that long. And it got like a little metal where when you hit it, it's like a trigger. I turned the knife around and I hit him with the trigger part because I know to poke a hole in his head. And I hit him right on top of it. I read it perfect. Yeah. And that bitch put a hole in his head.
I remember he was bleeding in his head.
Like a motherfucker.
So that was the same guy that you maced?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he had it bad that weekend. But he kept trying to do shit outside the ring.
Huh.
We got refs in the ring. I only got one eye, my nigga. So outside the ring, you have an advantage. If you blind me, I don't got nobody to stop it. In the ring, if nothing else, 1, 2. Outside the ring, it ain't no rules. So nigga, you playing with a nigga who don't play by rules.
No, listen, I remember Whack 100, I think he made a comment. He's like, listen, you can say what you want about Charleston, but he stands his ground if you try to attack him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, cause in my mind, I've said things to hurt people's feelings. I haven't done nothing to hurt anybody. And then most people who want to hurt me have done things to hurt people. So nigga, go look in the mirror before you try to look, yeah.
The whole thing about the Kobe comments, I think Shaq responded to you. What exactly did you say about Kobe?
I said, Kobe is no different than a drunk driver who gets in the car and drives drunk and the kids die. The pilot isn't the one who said, let's go up. Every aircraft in LA or in this area at that time had been commanded to stay grounded, not to fly.
Right, because of the fog.
Because of the fog.
Yeah, this literally happened down the street from my house. Maybe a mile from my house.
It was an order given.
Yeah.
That pilot wouldn't have put his license on the line.
Kobe told him, come on, it'll be fine.
Come on, homie.
Let's go. No, that's a good point.
And nobody wants to talk about that.
I mean, honestly, if you really think about it, this is almost identical to the Aaliyah situation. Do you know about that story?
Yeah. But nobody wants to talk about that because it's Kobe. And his daughter died.
Right. Because Aaliyah wanted to get back on a flight. She wanted to leave, I think, the Dominican Republic, going back to Miami. There's too many people. There's too many people on the plane. The pilot was saying, we can't take off. There's too many people. And they kept arguing, convincing, oh, this is a superstar. It'll be fine. Plane went up and crashed and everyone died.
Yep. No different. Nobody wants to talk about that, though.
No one wants to talk
about it. It's a conspiracy theory. It's just a conspiracy theory.
Yeah. The Illuminati killed her.
Sometimes, and what I'm learning is, a lot of this shit is choices and decisions.
No, listen, when you're a major celebrity, look, we all get free shit. Like, right? Like, I remember I was just in Miami. I ordered an Uber. The guy was a super fan. He's like, hey, listen, I'll pick you up and take you to the airport for free. Right? Just so.
Yeah, all the time.
All the time. This is normal, right? And a lot of times, being a celebrity, they bend the rules for you. Yeah, you can come in. Yeah, all right, you can go in through the back. Yeah, we'll put you in the front. Now you don't need reservations, whatever. This is normal. At a Kobe level, it's super normal because he's a mega star, right? He's one of the biggest athletes in the world. And yeah, you could bully people Because it really is kind of bullying.
I do it sometimes.
Yeah,
Man,
we all do
let me
this.
go somewhere and it's a $9 hour ass employee holding some shit up and he gets bullied.
Yeah.
I do it.
We all do it.
And then I feel bad later. But at the moment when I'm trying to get what I want with my celebrity ego.
Yeah, no, listen, I think, I mean, now that you say it, I don't think you were exactly wrong about that. I think that Kobe convinced the pilot to do something dangerous the pilot didn't want to do, but since it's Kobe, and he don't want to, and here's the thing, he probably doesn't want to lose him as a client. He likes flying for Kobe.
And this is an important game. The big game.
Well, it was for his daughter, right?
But for a big game, I forgot what game she was playing in that they couldn't miss for him to have to be there. The wife had went earlier because this was a big game. Other people lost their lives and their children as well. You can't make me believe that those family members did not file a lawsuit against either Kobe or the pilot.
Oh, I don't think it's Kobe. I think the actual helicopter company got sued.
I'm sure they deferred it to the pilot because he's the professional.
Yeah.
They can't blame Kobe because he's not. Let me tell you, Kobe was flying because he was known to do that.
So what did Shaq say?
Shaq indirectly avoided that statement and started speaking on an interview that I had just recently done with Rainwater, Mo3's former manager, after he had just left my city doing a song with the rapper Twisted Black, who I've known to publicly have problems with, and get on there and call me a snitch and a rap boy, and then send, because me and Shaq got some personal people in Florida that we know. Through Aiden, they calling me with the man, let's meet up, and these people willing to go to jail and kill behind Shaq. But then I got Whack 100 sending me some information that'll make the FBI come back and look at Shaq.
Okay.
I got Whack.
Shout out to Shaq.
Shout out to Whack.
Me and Shaq go back.
Shout out to Whack. So now I didn't know Shaq done been involved in some gangster shit. Shaq done been involved in some gangster shit that made the FBI. And then the nigga he calling me is a real thoroughbred big dog that I got a lot of honor and a lot of respect. And he said, homie, I thought we was like family. I just talked to Shaq 3 weeks prior to this. So he said, man, I thought we meant what happened. So Shaq now making it seem like it's all me. I never said nothing directly to Shaq until he said what he said to me. Then I started saying, well, I used to have a young lady I used to mess with, Shaq used to be interested in, Diamond. Then I know another young lady Shaq done tried to fuck on that I done fucked on and say he got the shrimp dick. So I started shooting below the belt. You know what I'm saying? You know, you done heard it too, Vlad. That's why you
below
laugh.
the belt.
Yeah. So I was hitting him below the belt. You know what I'm saying? So then when the big dog called, shout out to Censor, shout out to Big Wheel or Aiden Security. Yeah, when the big homie called, man, I'm like, come on, my nigga, you gonna crash out over this? I know you, and they were serious about this.
So are you married or not married?
I'm separated.
Separated.
Yeah, I'm separated.
Okay.
With a very understanding wife.
So you plan on getting divorced or you just gonna keep it like this?
Man, for better or for worse, to death do us part. If I can do what I want to do as a man, why would we divorce? I can do what I want to do as a man. I got a woman who loved me enough to let me be the kind of man I want to be.
Okay. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, because if your woman loves you, sometimes she do things that'll hurt her to make the sacrifice to see your happiness. When a woman, she makes a sacrifice that hurts her so you can be happy as a man. She may not take a job. She may be real women do that. Bitches and hoes don't. Bitches and hoes have to win all the time.
That's funny, man.
So let me finish saying it. So when a big homie called me, and he dead serious, because Shaq changed lives. Shaq changed lives. Not gonna take that from him. In a great way. I got people that's willing to do the same thing for me. But I'm telling the big homie, he gonna let you crash out over him being wrong? Him being wrong? Right is right and wrong is wrong. You know what he said? I can't argue with you. Every time I rebuttal him, I can't argue with you. Nigga, you gonna lose yours. You gonna throw your life away. Your wife go cry. Your kids go miss you. Cause Shaq wrong? what the fuck is this man with $1 billion doing in the comment section of a YouTube video? What is he doing down here arguing with the peasants?
Because we all are peasants.
We're all peasants, but what is Shaq? What is he doing down here with the peasants, man?
Shaq is so much richer than us.
So that I was baffled, and once I got the homie to see that, I said, nigga, me and him were just on the phone. So when I saw the comments of him tripping, I was taken aback. So once I sent what I sent to him and showed him where he down here talking with the peasants, everything been cool ever since. Shaq just got in his feelings. Him and Rainwater fucking the same girl right now was posing. I'm just in the middle. So this ain't really got nothing. I'm just in the middle of a love triangle, man. I say, I'm just in the middle. And because I said something, I think he used that moment. And then, cause I was with Rainwater. He just left my city. I'm saying, come on, Shaq. We was just on the phone together, nigga.
Can I sprinkle a little bit of OG game right here?
Go ahead.
With all my faults and all the women over the years, I could definitely say that I've avoided fucking with industry bitches. Like the ones that are fucking a whole bunch of other celebrities.
That's how you avoid problems.
That's how I avoided problems. I always have my chicks that are fine with staying out the spotlight, aren't messing around with a bunch of other celebrities. They cool with the relationships that I have with them, and they like to keep it.
Most of the beefs, Vlad, that I've realized
over women.
Is over women.
Yeah.
Most of these group fallouts.
That's why I've avoided these types of women.
Most of these big songs we can't hear no more, even far as the Drake, Kendrick, Future, all centered behind a woman.
The last industry chick, like little Instagram model industry chick I fuck with, it got to be around 2011. It's been that long. It's been about 15 years.
Them hoes don't
and
never
I learned my lesson with this bitch.
But they never lose their mystique. They never lose their appeal. At this point, they catching the newcomers.
Right.
They the has-beens catching the newcomers.
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that young dude that just got the NBA contract, that's been liking the Instagram pics for the last 5 years since he was in high school.
Yeah.
This is how the Dreas get by.
Yeah, it's the mystique, homie.
Yeah, she got like 2 or 3 kids, and she like damn near 50, but you know.
I done went back and conquered the ones you had on the list, you know, for the mystique, and you're like, man, this ain't shit. So
this ain't shit.
It's your dream list. Yeah. Everybody got one.
Yeah, but you know something? There are badder chicks.
It is.
That are not out there like that aren't getting DMs from 100 different dudes.
Well, that's why Shaq is at the Home Depot meeting that one bad chick he finally went viral. Nigga, probably all the regular chicks that's beautiful with job, homie, we ain't seeing them no more because we're not down there bumping into them. We're on the Explorer page, so our minds are distorted.
Ladies, if you want to know the type of woman that your man is really into, just go to his search page.
Yeah, go to his
That will tell you right there. I'm sorry, fellas. I'm sorry for letting the cat out the bag. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. That's the truth. All right, last question before I let you go. So you were on FaceTime with Drake recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, we'll sit down and take over, man. Just chopping game and giving game. Yeah. Say, man, you keep holding your head up, nigga. You the best. Don't let them tell you nothing else. You the best, nigga. Yeah, if you were black and Bernie Mac, I'd hug on you, but you a yellow nigga doing it like that. Yeah. If Michael Jordan was a yellow nigga jumping from the free throw line, they wouldn't wear his tennis shoes.
What was that over?
I had got invited to come to England when Aiden and all the young streamers went to England with Drake.
Okay. That's recent.
I got invited. No, it's been about a few months ago.
A few months ago, okay.
Right before Aiden and his managers and him fell out. So a little bit before that, the big Kai thing. So man, I'm a big fan of Drake's. I felt like it was unfair, but I've also teased him. You know, made fun of him. He took light of it. But when all actuality, when I looked at homie, he's probably one of the most talented guys of our era. You can't deny it.
You can't deny it.
Happy spirit, good spirited. You really can't say he don't have bad intentions. Seem like no matter what nobody say, he don't come off with bad energy. So I've always been a fan of that aura. I like how he went back and got his dad. He embraces Jewish white culture. So nigga, he's my kid who I would want to be. You know why? I became a fan of him because my mixed kid watched him.
Oh, you have mixed kids?
I got my biracial kids, yeah.
Yeah, me
black,
too.
Black and Hispanic. So my son,
Black and white.
my son is a big fan of him. So I took note of him to watch him and pay attention because he had an influence of my son. So I learned saw that he came from an acting career playing. So I learned to like him. Out of me learning to like him, listening to his music, having mutual friends, I have an admiration for him, right? That's grown over the years. So through Aiden, of course, him and Aiden's real close. Aiden's always throwing me an alley hoop, no matter what major celebrity Aiden gets in front of, he always brings me up. So I was able to make a connection with Drake through Aiden. We FaceTime at the warehouse. Man, prayers for Pops. Right before his dad kind of got a little, I wouldn't say sick, but Dad kind of got a little sick at the moment. And we was gonna go do a podcast. So just praying for Dad, man. We gonna do a podcast. I was looking forward. His dad watched a lot of my content. They've been trying to get me and his pops together to sit down and do a podcast. Just to kick some game for the culture. Yeah, old Memphis guy, young Texas nigga. So that's how we ended up on FaceTime together. But I ended up missing my flight.
Huh.
Yeah.
Just like today.
I ended up missing my flight. Man, them early morning flights get me.
Yeah.
So I got a promoter right now that's mad at me. I got to send the money back. But because of Spirit Airlines shut down, man, it's hard to fly across the country all the way to Pittsburgh in one day and not have no hiccups. So, yeah.
Well, that's what it is, man. The mighty return of Charleston White on Vlad TV.
I've lost about 5,000 followers on Instagram since saying I'm gonna do Vlad again. Cause I had talked like we had already done interviews, so when I looked up, my numbers had went down this morning. But they'll return after this interview, because if nothing else, you're gonna get some substance out of a Vlad TV interview.
Yeah,
it won't be all bullshit. You're gonna get some substance.
Absolutely, that's what it is. Charleston White. Until next time, peace.
Yeah,